Before you it went.
Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Suave.
Yo, can you hear me? It's your boy Snoop. Welcome to Unbiased Opinions. We got a special guest here today.
Yes, our special guest today is my boy Vaughn.
Yo.
AKA Tiger.
Yes.
AKA Kill Frankie.
Model,
Kill Frankie.
AKA
clothing designer,
Uproar.
dancer, artist.
Billionaire.
You wear a lot of hats, Vaughn. You wear a
Artist.
lot of hats.
Right, man.
You got a lot of hats,
I
man.
mean,
Little brother.
gotta get how you live, you know?
Yeah.
Little brother.
Oh, God. Taller than you, but little brother.
Man, we known Vaughn since he was like,
I think he was
What,
15,
15?
14?
Nah, bro. 13, 14.
13?
I think y'all met me right
How-
before my 14th birthday party.
How old were you when I seen you at Perry Street?
dang.
14, 15.
Sheesh.
Perry Street, 14, 15.
Yeah, you was geeked out when you seen me.
Boy.
You was like, oh my God, it's
Yo,
Snoop. I was like, nigga,
Snoop
what
was
the
a
fuck?
complete asshole, bro. Bro used to just look at me
I
like,
was drunk.
like this. Oh, God, that's the look you gave me to you. Look like, what up? I mean,
It was definitely a tall can in my hand when I
I mean,
seen
oh
you.
God,
I remember that night for sure because I was like, this nigga is really excited to
this
see me.
nigga's talking to me. It's Snoop, bro.
Yeah, I think the first time I seen you was
Twin Crush, bro.
at my garage, I think.
Yeah, bro.
That was the first time I seen you.
If Jacona
Yeah.
ever watched this, I hope Jacona knows that I fucked up his round. You remember that? He was doing some move and I was like sitting like this and he like
Yeah.
I think either his hat flew on me or some shit or he like put his arm in between the space and he was like, "Nigga, move, bro!" And I was like, I didn't know what to do. It was
I
my
don't know
first
what to do. This is my first
I
time.
didn't know what to do. I just had
It's
to.
like, I don't know what to do. Who am I? I don't know what to do.
Oh, wow. That's super
it's
funny.
hilarious.
Yo.
Yeah, man. So the Super Bowl just passed this past weekend, and I know Snoop feeling some type of way about
Yeah,
it.
I'm hurt, man. I'm hurt. You know, but it is what it is. You know, when you put money on the game, you know. You gotta expect what what happens. You know?
that's
you
a
gotta
fact.
you gotta respect the outcome for sure.
That's a fact.
Did you drop a lot on it?
No,
Oh no.
I was going to put like 200 on it, but I don't even want to talk about it, bro. I had a bad week when it comes to
You know,
betting, man.
it hurts.
Yeah, when it came to betting,
You know what they say sometimes though? They say when you I don't want to say it because then people gonna start doing it, and I don't want nobody to come back at me and be like, Suave.
you said what?
but no, they say when you like take bigger risks, that's usually when it pays off. When you start taking bigger
like
risks.
for instance, if the Rams was minus like 270, so if you
Yeah.
put 2 racks on there, you got like 1,000 back,
Yeah.
as opposed to putting 200 to get 100 back.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, like energetically, they supposedly say like when you put more money into it, it's because you both really believe in it. Opposed to like when you put like less money, it's like, oh, I ain't really sure I'm gonna get it back. So they usually say like the payouts better, like you have a better chance of winning when you bet more with certainty,
Yeah, I mean, but
opposed
when
to
you-
like betting less
Because the
with
thing
uncertainty.
is, when you betting with a lot of money, for the most part, you're gonna bet on a strong favorite. Like
Big facts.
if let's see, like that game. The Rams playing the Bengals. The Rams is a super big favorite, so putting a lot of money on the Rams to win was like a good bet. I took the underdog because I want to win more money. $56 would have got me 200.
I mean,
I
I agree. I voted. I bet on the Rams to win.
You was voting?
Yeah, I was voting. I took a vote.
yeah.
with
So
all my
how much
homies.
did you put on the Rams?
I mean, keep it a stack. I threw like $20.
So you won
I
like
mean,
what, $37?
Yeah, exactly.
17 bucks back.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. But I mean, like, I'm not a betting person. Like, I'm from Vegas, so like, I've seen
People
all
go.
you feel what I'm saying? I've legit like seen some shit.
It gets
I've
crazy.
seen somebody who like I used to work at the airport, right? And I met a dude. I swear to you, I cannot make this up. I was working at the airport, pulling in a flight. Dude came to Vegas, like, woo, I'm ready for Vegas. I'm about to go ball out. I swear I saw him 3 days later, bro, and he looked so defeated. He looked so hopeless. He looked like, like there goes his kid's tuition. And,
It's like,
You know,
dang,
it's a
man,
never
I bet
ending
it
game.
all.
oh
Yeah,
God,
'cause
and lost all of it.
Because you get stuck chasing. So
Yeah.
you'll bet some money and you'll lose, and you'll be like, okay, I messed up right there. Let me try this way. You
Yeah.
bet again and lose.
I don't
You're like,
gamble
okay,
like
let me
that.
try again. Lose.
I think the most I've ever bet, like in a gambling thing, I think I put 50 in. I was playing blackjack because I'm actually pretty good at blackjack. I fuck with blackjack. I think I put like 50 in. I ran all the way up to like $300, and in my head I was like, pull out, but I didn't. And I watched $300 go just like that in like seconds, bro. And I put another 20, and I put like another 5, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah.
And I was like, and that's Vegas for you.
Right.
Yeah, gambling's
like
real.
that.
That addiction
Just
is
like
real.
that. Yeah,
like
bro.
you'll win a little bit and you just start. I got to
running.
do it again. I got to do it again. It's
You
gonna
gotta-
come back.
You
It's
gotta
gonna
know
hit
when to
this
get
time.
out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, this last week I was up like $400, and so I was gonna take all that and bet it on this football game. But I was like, I started getting greedy because I was hitting a lot on basketball. So I was like, I'm gonna just go ahead and try to flip it. Got down to $35, man. I was like, you know what? Let me just put this little. Let me put this little bit on the Bengals because I thought the Bengals was for sure gonna win. So I was like, let me just put this on here.
See, I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Like, I'm not one for superstition and shit, but I be paying attention. Like, when Wesley be talking, he was like, it's that year of the tiger shit. And I
Yeah.
was like, all right.
Yeah.
So I made like a little, like, not like a side bet, but I was talking to the homie, and he was like, who do you think is gonna win? And naturally, I'm like, well, my name is Tiger. It's the Bengals. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Underdog. Obviously, bet the underdog to win. So I'm like, all right. But in my head, I was like, but it wouldn't work out like that. For some odd reason, I'm like, it's in LA. You know what I mean? After all the shit that's going on, like, there's no way you're gonna have them go to the home team and beat. Like, do you know how crazy it would have been if the Bengals would have like been in LA and beat an LA team and sent everybody hot?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That's what a lot of people was talking about with that. Like, how could they lose? They was in LA. But I mean,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be kind of like a superstition as well? Though?
That'd have been
I
crazy.
mean, that was a good thing to bet on too, because last year the Buccaneers hosted the Super Bowl at home and they won. So doing it back to back is kind of like this is too obvious at this point.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have it in LA and the Rams are there, so
Right.
I'm just go ahead and bet with the Rams. That was my first thought, to be so real. I was gonna bet with the Rams, but I probably would have bet the Rams the points, and I still would have lost.
Yeah, I took the Rams at the half because I wasn't sure. I was like, honestly, I was like, maybe the Bengals come back and take the second half. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, well, fuck it. There that goes. But yeah, I was like, maybe they'll come back and take the second half. So I took the Rams for the first half, and once they beat the first half, actually there was a point where I thought the Bengals were gonna win when right before that 23 pointer, whatever, not 23 pointer, but when they had 23 points, I think it was like 16-20 or something like that, was the only time I really checked the score. I think it was like third
That was
quarter
at the end of the
or
game.
fourth quarter, or whatever.
It was 16-20 for a minute.
Yeah, exactly. It was 16-20, and they were up, and I was like, oh shit.
Bobby over there having heart palpitations right now.
And then
He heard you.
I text my homie, like, cause she bet for the Bengals, and I was like, yo, low key, you might really win from
Yeah.
this whatever.
See,
Yeah.
I was more so hurt because I did a parlay and I took Israel Adesanya to win his fight.
Yeah.
So he won. So I was like, it gotta fall in place for me.
See, that's what I need to start doing. I would bet
Said it's
UFC,
about to happen.
cause I
Bro, that
fuck
happened to me
with fights.
two times, man. It actually happened to me like 2 weeks before. I bet Ngannou to win his fight, and he was an underdog. So I bet him to win, and I bet the Rams to win by 3.5. How much they win by? 3.
3. Yep.
I was so sick.
I should have bet on the Inside fight.
$25 would have got me like $500, bro, on that bet.
Dang.
I was
I was
surprised about the Izzy fight, the Israel fight.
You
I
were
didn't think it was gonna go. I didn't think it was gonna go the distance like that. I thought it was. I would have assumed like first round, second round knockout. So to see it go to the distance, I was like, wow.
Yeah, I actually missed that fight.
I don't even watch UFC too much, and I didn't think it was gonna end that early. I didn't know who the other guy was, but I didn't think it was gonna be a first or second round knockout because the odds was too high. They were like,
It went it went all the way.
Yeah.
It was
How did Adesanya win?
By
unanimous
points.
decision.
Yeah, by decision.
It was a close fight, man. It was actually kind of slow, boring in a sense, Yeah, he wasn't. He was trying to take down, but Israel had some defense, so he was kind of getting out,
Right.
kept getting back to his feet. But the fights before that was kind of hard, man. That dude knocking old boy out was crazy.
Oh yeah, that was
big
crazy.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people was posting about it, saying the fights was crazy.
Yeah, man.
All the way up
I
to
bet
that fight.
man. The bet was it was plus like 170 if the fight would go under 1.5 rounds, and so it was like 3 minutes in the second round. And I was like, all I need is 30 seconds. That nigga, wow, knocked him out. I was like, fuck,
Yeah, man.
damn. I was like, I did not think that was gonna happen. But once I seen them come out and they was both sluggish and tired, they was both fat. I said, oh yeah, somebody about to get knocked out. But they were just throwing haymakers.
Right.
I was like, yeah, somebody about to get knocked out.
See, I never bet on anything sports. I never bet on anything, to be honest. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. But I ain't gambled either. I guess I'm not a gambling man.
Very, very few times. Very few times. I'll bet on the Super Bowl. I'll maybe do like.
It's better to do bigger events, I think.
Yeah, like I'll keep up more with fights and stuff like that. So I like all the Pacquiao and Mayweather fights and like the super fights. I'll pay attention to those. I
watch the fights for sure, but
it's easier for me to track like boxing, and I can like look at it like, okay, well I see. His jab is kind of weak here. Or later on in the fight, he doesn't. You know what I mean? So it's easier for me to watch that versus, like
the game.
16 people on, because I don't have a stake. I'm a Raiders fan, bro. I'm not watching no Super Bowl, like seriously. So I'm not watching.
It's hard. I have a hard time watching the sporting games. Period. If I didn't bet. Yeah. Like if I don't bet, I'm like.
Yeah, it's hard for me to be like. Go Rams, because I'm like
I'm not a real Rams.
I'm not really it doesn't.
You don't care who wins.
I want to watch a game. You feel me? And I always want to watch an underdog win.
But sometimes good to watch those close games though, like those big, like those interconference games and shit like that, man. Because they go hard. It's some close, hard ass games. So it's like exciting to watch.
Big facts.
So sometimes it's exciting to watch the games that your favorite team ain't in. But I get what you're saying too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be excited for the commercials.
legit.
That Doctor Strange trailer, bro.
We can spend all this podcast talking about the Doctor Strange thing.
That trailer was something else.
Yeah, that trailer was fire, man.
Yeah, I watched that junk like 5 times. I was like, dang, every time.
I knew it was gonna be crazy. Just hearing the name, the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The way they made the visuals in there, though, I was like,
jeez. With the freaking buildings
visuals
turning into ink and all that, bro. Oh, man.
All that, and everything's like breaking apart and stuff, and then
he
just shifting different realities and stuff. I was like, man, it looks even crazier than the first Doctor Strange.
Yeah, facts.
I was like, man, this looks intense.
Yeah.
And then I know y'all heard that Professor Xavier.
He was sitting down. You kind of see the back of his
head.
head.
Yeah, you can see the.
Marvel's.
I was like, that's all y'all need to do. Y'all didn't even need to show him. Y'all ain't need just have him speak. Just one line. That's it.
Y'all got my money.
You got everybody hyped. Yeah, everybody gonna come now.
No question.
You don't got to do nothing.
The crossover people been waiting for a long time.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be massive, bro. Like all the things that Marvel can do, like with the licensing for each character now. You know what I mean? And they have a legitimate reason to tie in the Fox, the X-Men, the Fantastic, like they have a reason to tie all of that and it not be forced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could make it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I look forward to it. I'm going to watch that for sure. I watched Spider-Man twice in theaters.
That's
I will be watching this.
Yeah, I watched Spider-Man twice too. I actually saw it 3 times. But
I only saw it once at the drive-in.
But yeah, it's just what Marvel's doing right now. It's genius. They got like a literal machine that just everybody supports and gotta go see. It's like you gotta see the movies.
What I like about Marvel is, they have the big cinematic theater movies on lock.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they have these side stories like the WandaVision. All this stuff that that also ties in. Even the what was the other one?
Captain America? Or
No. The
Loki?
The what if stories?
The what if stories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, damn, they can even tie some of that stuff in there.
Bro, they did.
I know they did. Yeah. So I'm like, that's all that shit's crazy.
And then to think, like, y'all know I'm nerdy, bro. So we can talk comics and shit like for days. But like the fact that they're gonna do like even in Spider-Man when Daredevil's now in it, my voice is cracked. That's crazy. But like Daredevil being that means like that also means Iron Fist, and that means Jessica.
I wouldn't put Iron Fist in there because his show was not good.
Iron Fist wasn't whack. It was just a slow build.
It wasn't good to me.
They could have done better with that one. But like
Jessica Jones was good. Daredevil was
Jessica
good.
Jones was
Punisher was good. But I wasn't feeling Luke Cage too much. I wasn't feeling Iron Fist
I was hyped for Luke Cage first season, second season. When he did the dab, bro, I swear that was the last episode I watched.
Yeah, some stuff
He
just
did
be
the dab in like the second season because Luke Cage first season was fire. Can't nobody tell me different. It was black. It was cultural. It was like relevant. It was dope. And then like the second season, they tried to like incorporate like real world, like being on social media and shit. And I think I
Yeah.
don't remember exactly what happened, but like long story short, he was talking to a bad guy after like taking like a barrage of bullets on some badass shit, like, and he was like, and I was like, click, click, get out of here, bro. I'm not finna
Yeah,
watch
they had to
this.
try to make it relevant.
You ain't had to do
Yeah,
all
they
that, bro.
they be getting too woke on these
Yeah.
things, man. They be trying to incorporate too much real life.
You gotta bring it back.
Bring it back.
Dial it back
Oh,
a
you
couple of
guys-
notches.
You guys showed a side of America that we didn't really want to show. You know, for a black
Is that
superhero, we
what you
kind of want
do?
you to be, yeah.
Yeah. They
We
said,
kind of want you to tone it down a little bit, all right?
couldn't have him say the N word, so that
Yeah.
had to have him dab for black
Yeah.
relevancy.
Yeah. Let's keep it less
Let
Kaepernick.
Luke Cage say my nigga, bro. Hashtag Luke Cage for my nigga.
But yeah, that's the thing with like the whole DC Marvel thing is like when people always say like that argument comes up and people be like DC's better, well Marvel's better, whatever.
Right.
But one thing that I feel like nobody can deny is that Marvel got a machine. They got something where if they drop something, you feel like you got to show up.
Oh,
It
God.
looked like
Oh,
a
God.
whole
They have got a
experience
forever
when you
fan.
go, yeah.
They got-
You like they put their all into their movies, so you see like a trailer and you be like, dang, I gotta go see that.
Oh God.
Like like Guardians of the Galaxy came out and I didn't even know who they were at first, but then I was like, the trailer looked kind of good. I might have to go.
Did not know who Christopher
Yeah,
Pratt
I was
was
like,
at
the
time.
trailer looked kind of good. I might have to check this out.
You know, for
And
me,
it came out good.
because I wasn't never really into the comics growing up. So my boy Kales was shout out to Kales, but shout
Shout out to the bro.
Shout out, Kels.
he actually put me on to like the first Hulk. We was watching Hulk in the theater, and we went to go watch Iron Man and so on, so on, so on. And at that point on, anytime I see a trailer at the end of the movie, and then they show Guardians of the Galaxy, I was like, yep. going to watch it. Don't even care if I know him or
Don't
not.
even care.
Because I don't know nobody, you know what I mean?
Right,
Everybody else be
right.
like, oh my God, you seen that person? I was like, who is that? Who is that though? What'd he do? What'd he do? What'd he do?
What did
Yeah.
he do?
Oh, what did he do?
What's his powers?
Did he
Yeah.
destroy your
He
planets?
got powers
Okay.
too? Oh, God.
Okay, what he about to do? Okay. Hell yeah, I don't even care.
That's
Yeah.
tight. I wish I was that type of fan though. Like I wish I was that type of fan that didn't care about like the lore and shit and like the history.
Yeah.
Could just enjoy it for it being a good movie. Because
Yeah.
my nerdy ass, I'm sitting here like they didn't get that right.
Yeah,
That was a little
that's
weird.
how that's how
Well,
the
see,
bro be, man.
Yeah, I know like a good amount of the lore, but still, I separate the two. You know,
Big
like
facts.
so
You
when I
have
see
to. You
when I
have
see
to.
the Marvel movies, I take them as like they're incorporating the comics into movies, but they're completely separate.
Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah.
Marvel cinematic world is different from the
Yeah.
Marvel comics and the Marvel shows and
Facts.
all that
This
stuff.
is complete theatrical
Yeah,
at this point.
yeah.
Fact. I feel like that with the DC movies. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Marvel is definitely like shitting on the DC movies, but DC does really good with their like animated movies. You feel
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
adapting those comics into movies like animated, to me, I appreciate on a different level than like the live action movies. But
Yeah.
like it's crazy. Like what DC does, like it works for them. You know what I mean? And I get that they can't follow the same formula. Like Marvel, unfortunately, is that standard like in the cinema. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
what DC does with like their Justice League movie, not the first one, the Snyder Cut, like what they did with what they're doing with their universe, like I can see it. They just have to go a complete and different route, and I think it's hard whenever they have a standard like Marvel that's low-key just knocking them out the park. every
Well, yeah,
time.
I think that's where the problem like came from. You know, like DC was doing their own thing, and they do come out with like some movies that are fire. You know, like Joker was fire.
Yeah, shit.
Super fire.
I didn't really feel Justice League either one, to be honest. But they still put out movies that's good. But I think what happens
Joker was
though,
like the best movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Joker one was fire,
It's
and like the Dark
Batman
Knight,
look
the
like
Dark
it's about
Knight
to be
was fire
nasty.
too.
Oh yeah, Dark
Big
Knight
facts.
was fire.
Um,
Yeah, the Batman movies be tight.
Yeah.
Batman movies do be
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Batman movies be good.
tight. Yeah.
I don't respect Batman too much, but his movies
we
be
don't.
good.
We don't. We
Yeah.
don't.
I've actually had to take
I
a
wanna
long,
see this
hard
new
look
one.
at Batman as a character lately, and I'm just starting to realize that this is a rich white dude with.
I mean,
Long
it
Range
kind
beating
of
up
blew
on
my
people in the
mind.
ghetto.
It kind of blew my mind that people really thought Batman could be Superman. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The most insane argument.
Or any Marvel character. I was like, what?
Big facts.
The fuck?
Insane
What you mean,
argument.
Batman with prep time or Batman with no? Nigga,
And that's what
shut
they
up.
always
He's a
say.
human.
They be like, he just gotta have prep time, or he just too smart, nigga. Like you
I was
think
like, what
you
happens
think?
when a nigga pull up on him at his house? What are you gonna do?
Yeah, the thing that gets me though is they talk about how fast Superman is, right? So if this nigga's this fast, right, and can move, and Flash, they're this fast. do you think this nigga can hit the button? You know what I mean? Like, this nigga's moving for it.
Yeah.
Like, how can you anticipate something like that? You know what I mean? Them niggas probably just looking at him like, he just frozen.
Yeah, they standing in front of him like, look at this slow ass nigga. He looked at.
Yeah. They probably take whatever it is out his belt. Oh, this what he got. Right?
See, but even then, like low key, I'm glad you brought that up because I was looking at. I'll be watching like cinematography. I don't know about y'all if y'all know about that about me, but I love movies and shit.
Oh yeah, I'm a movie fan as
especially
well.
when it comes to comic books. So I was thinking about that, and somebody brought this up in a video the other day. Like the DC does like the Flash wrong. Like I forgot what scene it is, but he hops out of like the diner and he's like going to go save the girl or whatever. Iris, right? Yeah. He's going to save Iris. Like, yeah, he like made the glass look all cool, but that process for him to save that girl took like a whole minute out of the movie when he's supposed to be the fastest dude alive. I think it would have shown him like moving extremely fast. Or like the Batman thing where he threw the Batarang and it's just
Yeah. But I mean, they did the same thing with what's his name on Quicksilver on X-Men.
But then look at the Justice League. What is it? Eternals.
Oh man,
the fast girl in Eternals. That was like, bro. I said before. I said Eternals was a better Justice League than Justice League.
It was, bro. It was, bro. Because like, like I said the same thing about her compared to like the Speedster. I was like, that's the best Speedster that we ever seen in a movie so far because how cold she was and how cold they made her. Like when she was like running across the world that fast, I said,
yeah, bro.
On water too, yeah. And she was just chilling. She was just dipping, hopping over rocks, and I was like,
she was like, I found it.
That's the craziest thing. Yeah, I was like, dang, quick. That junk is crazy. But I feel like a lot of these other movies they haven't grasped the concept on how to do speedsters, right? In my opinion.
Yeah.
Like,
you gotta get some great distance. You know what I mean? For the fact that she ran all the way across the world that fast, it's like, oh damn.
You see how she was beating up old boy in the corner, bro?
Yeah.
Put the hands on him.
You gotta do better, bro. Marvel out here shitting on y'all. Now how they taking y'all powers and making them better, bro. That's terrible.
I feel like I hope that they do right with this Batman movie coming up and this Black Adam movie.
If Namor and Submariner come out harder than Aquaman, bro, I'm never watching.
Oh my god! Hey, but you know that's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for Aquaman to beat because it's a Black Panther movie. You know they coming off that last Black Panther that was fire, so it's like.
Yeah.
So y'all think what's her name? The sister.
Shuri.
She's gonna be the new Black Panther.
I don't know.
There was some controversy around that, wasn't it?
I think if I had to pick the theory, I think that she'll play like a part of it for a period of time in the movie, but I don't think she'll be the full like.
You think Killmonger gonna come back?
I don't think he's gonna come back.
They're gonna go down there and find him and give him the juice.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do.
They're gonna
I don't
wrap
think
up
so.
in some leaves,
or
put him under some snow.
Or fan theory. He's a part of the Illuminati, and it's like an alternate.
Fuck out of here.
Well, I think Black Panther is on the new.
Bro.
I think he is on the Illuminati though.
The Marvel Illuminati.
No, podcast over.
I was watching.
You don't know what the fuck we talking about.
There's a Marvel Illuminati.
Yeah. I was watching the episode.
Is it in the shows?
It's in the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh, it's comic book.
Yeah.
It's literally.
Talk to me. What is this?
It's literally they're.
You lit now. You see that? You lit now.
What is this?
They're literally on they're gonna be in Doctor Strange. The Doctor Strange movie coming up. Professor Xavier. He's part of the Illuminati.
Illuminati is like.
He's part of Illuminati.
Yeah, it's like Xavier, Stark. I believe Reed Richards is part of it. Black Panther's on there.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And
I think.
And Black Bolt.
Yeah, Black Bolt. I think Mordo was one, or they're making Mordo one, but
it's not the Illuminati like the hidden government, and like it's not the same concept.
Yeah.
It's more like
but it's a secret society.
Marvel's like brightest people. You know what I mean? Like they're and how they deal with like multi-dimensional threats.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like
y'all got me on my nerdy stuff, bro. I ain't coming here to talk all this Marvel.
No, you know, I can get into it. We can get into that.
But they call it the Illuminati.
Yeah, that's what it is in the comic books. Marvel's Illuminati.
It's kind of weird that they call it the Illuminati.
Yeah. I mean.
That is kind of crazy.
Who knows?
I'm just saying it because, the Illuminati's supposed to be like all evil and shit. But, I don't even think. Well, I don't know, because it go from Freemasons and shit. So.
See, but I mean, like we could really go down that path though.
That's what I'm saying.
It's all propaganda.
It gets crazy.
At the end of the day, if you start really thinking about, but neither here nor there.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying. It gets crazy. So
That's what you. And then the Super Bowl was rigged. No, I'm just kidding. He started going in. Start going in.
I don't think sports games be rigged. I think they push a certain narrative and people believe it so much. Like, bro, everybody I was talking to, oh man, you see that boy Joe Burrow? Man, he gonna win. They wasn't showing not one clip of him doing nothing. That motherfucker was in suits and smoking cigars. And just because he won a national title, it was like, oh, he gonna do it again. He gonna win it. You know what I mean? But if you really like took time to really think about the stats and the actual value of that game, the Rams had them beat from jump. Yeah, exactly. And their defensive line is crazy. Their defense is crazy, period. So it's like, what the hell?
Right.
Yeah. He didn't want to shut everything down.
It's crazy though.
But Joe Burrow did make some bad calls that last drive. That motherfucker ran the ball right into Aaron Donald. Hey, Aaron Donald, hot. Run it to him.
But watching the trailer though, I went back to that part with the Illuminati like 5 times, and I think Black Panther is in there.
I think
or a version
that's what I'm saying.
of Black Panther's in there. Yeah.
I think that'd be one way they could do the character without it being like, you know.
I was gonna say that I think what they're gonna do, instead of it being T'Challa, I think it's gonna be T'Chaka. I think they're gonna have it be Black Panther's dad. If not, it's gonna be somebody else along the line. But I think it's gonna be T'Chaka.
You think it's gonna be his dad?
Yeah, that's gonna be a part of it.
Though.
From another universe. You get what I mean?
Okay.
And Black Panther.
Yeah, as Black Panther from another universe.
Yeah, because when I seen him in the Black Panther movie with the black and gold suit, I was like, okay, I like how they touched it. I like how they touched it.
Well, that would mean I can see Killmonger doing it then. And I can see
it could be Killmonger too.
I can see them come back. I can see them doing that, and then saying like in a multiverse that the actual Black Panther, he died because the roles were switched, and he died in the streets.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, if you go back to What If, there was like a scenario where
it was the other
Killmonger
way around.
Was
So I can see that happening.
Yeah. I don't know for the movie, but for a Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
The actual movie.
It'll be crazy
because it has to play off of what's going to happen in this multiverse of madness, right?
Well, it depends, because like the multiverse of madness is all based off of a whole bunch of different universes,
time zones.
So it's not along the same, I guess you can say,
like timeline.
Yeah. So they won't be able to see, like, for example, what happens in Black Panther may not take place as in a multiversal world, like how it is in Doctor Strange. So it depends.
I think it'd be smart to play off of that though.
Yeah, they could.
Everything will come back to that event, bro. Everything from this point on that's gonna be the focus point. Is everything after like Doctor Strange breaks like the multiverse. Yeah. Everything is gonna lead back to that at some point, just like it was the blip.
Can I ask y'all? Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
What I think is gonna happen, how they're gonna change it is, I think whatever happens between Wanda and Strange in that movie, I think she's gonna change everything. Yeah. But I don't think the multiverse things are gonna continue like that. I think she's just gonna change the Marvel universe in its entirety. That's probably how the X-Men and stuff's gonna come, or the Fantastic Four and stuff like that. I think she's gonna open up a whole new world. I think she's gonna start the Age of Mutants instead of stopping it like she does in the comics. Because in the comics she says, "No more." She said that famous line. No more mutants. And she gets rid of all the mutants.
Like, yeah.
I think she's gonna start it. Yeah. I think she's gonna start it this time. I don't know what line she's gonna say, but I think she's gonna say something crazy and just everything gonna change.
I was gonna ask y'all, do y'all think all of this started, like as far as the multiverse of madness, it started when Doctor Strange kind of did that spell for Spider-Man?
Well,
and it was like kind of cracking the universes and had all the motherfuckers
he's
coming
also
in.
done so. From what I was watching, he's done this like 3 times, technically speaking. So, and like Mordo warned him, like, "Yo, you can't keep doing that," and nothing crazy happened. So he did what he did in the actual Doctor Strange 1, like slowed down time and warned him, like, "Yo, you can break time, like don't do that." And then the Spider-Man thing, and then I think there's another event I'm missing, but there's like a third time where he's messed. Oh wait, no. So the first spell and then the second spell in Spider-Man. So 3 times. Yeah. So now that's what I think is gonna happen in the Doctor Strange movie. Is that
try to do something else?
Go back and talk about all that happened because he did these.
Yeah, things. I think. What I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna think that it's him the whole time, but I think what it's really gonna be is Wanda.
Wanda?
Yeah,
Oh,
because if
fucking
you think
shit up.
about it, she's already been dabbling in her own type of junk, and she got the Darkhold now and all that stuff. So I think she's doing something. I want to say Loki has a part of it too, but I just think Loki kind of opened up and created
that
where
pathway,
all
that
the
bridge.
where all the multiverses. There's all these branches of different universes now because of what Loki did. I think that started it, and then all these people's been breaking it now to where now it's starting to enter. We can enter different universes and stuff like that.
Facts.
Oh, this shit's so crazy, bro.
Yeah, it gets deep. You know what I mean? The Marvel world is crazy, man.
It's crazy that you can
They got a machine.
talk
yeah.
like this about movies that are not real.
Facts.
right. Sure.
Crazy imagination.
Yeah, man. I think DC can do something as strong as Marvel. I just think they got to take their time with it. I think that's all it's gonna be. Just take your
Batman will be
time.
Crazy. This Batman movie's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. If this can be crazy, then I think they need to try to create a vision that can connect with all of this. You know what I mean? Like when they had the Dark Knight and all that stuff, they should have found out a way. How can we make this a whole universe and connect everything? You know?
Facts.
I feel like they were like, let's do this one this way. Let's do this one this way. Okay, let's try to rush this movie and connect all these people. And it was just like, why y'all doing all this? Because some of these movies is not good.
Not cohesive.
Batman versus Superman, not good. Just not good.
That's what needs a Snyder
Basuda.
cut. That's what needs a Snyder cut is Batman versus Superman.
Basuda.
I don't even know if they can do a Snyder cut off that because I was so disappointed. Just the fight in general, when they started scrapping, I was like, no way. No way, man. What is going on here? Batman's the way he was dogging Superman, I said, can't be.
Right.
Can't be. Superman doesn't have no chance. Like, that's what y'all
But it
saying?
was funny because wasn't it Justice League when Superman was like tossing this nigga around and
No, he didn't even toss him. He just like he had him and he was about to choke him out, and that's when they brought Lois. But that's when they, you know, it was Batman who made the idea to bring Lois to stop him. But I was just like, come on now, come on now, this nigga should have smacked the mess out of him. Bow.
yeah.
And then that nigga face
I
should have
thought
came off.
they did fight a little bit and he like beat him up.
That was in Batman versus Superman, but he didn't really like beat him
But
up.
no,
He had that
I
suit
think it
on.
was Justice League because then they like teamed up to fight something else, fight some other villain.
No, that was Batman versus
Was
Superman
it?
because they fought
And
Dark. Not
wasn't,
Darkseid.
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
Wasn't Wonder Woman in there
Whack-ass
too or something?
Doomsday. That was a
Yeah,
whack.
that was in.
Yeah, and then like
she
they all
came.
came to that one place and Batman running all slow. When they showed that scene, I said, "Yeah, look at that shit right there. This motherfucker look like an old ass middle-aged white man who drink beer all day.
Right.
Y'all trying to tell me he can beat this motherfucking Kryptonian over here? What the fuck,
Bro.
you mean? Come on, bro.
When they how they was dipping and he had to just
Yeah,
walk.
everybody took off flying. He was like, and then he showed up like out of breath. I said, "Come on, dog."
He was just standing there in the back. Then he had to go get his ship.
I said, "Come on, dog."
I'm not holding my phone.
They had to send him somewhere else and have him beat up some bad guys in a warehouse because it was like,
Go beat up the security guard. We'll take care of this motherfucker over here. This nigga over here.
go go beat up the armed guards over there. Get him out of here, man. You ain't helping. Just run, man.
So
Do
I didn't
something.
realize you had 2 laptops, bro. I was sitting here trying to figure it out.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
was like,
Of course. I got to, man. No.
yeah, I'm not mad at it.
But how's the modeling going, bro?
Man, it's still an ongoing process, but it's dope, man. Like I enjoy it. I enjoy being in front of the camera, and just being able to express so many like different emotions and like
Yeah.
without having to say a word, and like that's pretty cool. I mean, of course, like I like fashion. I like dressing up. I
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? I like putting thought into outfits. So, and I like pushing my boundaries and seeing like, you know, do I look good in this or do I look like this? Does this look cool? How do I? So it's dope, man. I'm forever learning. I got actually offered a contract not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm still like reviewing it because it's just a lot of like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
politics and stuff with
Making sure
you
they
know what
ain't
I
trying to
mean?
get
Yeah,
you.
exactly. So
The Illuminati ain't trying to get you. I'm just kidding.
End up with these
You gonna
Ghislaine Maxwell
have
charges
a
and shit.
checker shirt on,
Right, for
a white,
real.
Right.
a white and black checker shirt on. I'm like, Vaughn, what you doing, man?
Checkered pattern. You see me in some high heels and a skirt, bro. Come check on me, bro. Come check on me. Call me. If you see me in some high heels and a skirt, just know that something went horribly wrong.
Some fake eyelashes on.
Yeah, you see me with lipstick on and eyeshadow. Just know that
They got you. They got you.
They got me.
That's all I know.
But
They got you.
yeah, man, it's that's not. I don't know. That's honestly like a debate with me. Is like how far does the rabbit hole really go? You know what I mean? And like, do I see? Because I see it as a career for sure. I see it as a way to like definitely make money and be profitable and to lead into other things, which is what I hope. Like anything that I'm involved in is like to see where it leads me. You know what I mean? That's how I think about things.
Yeah.
You know? It's like I don't look at it like this is what this is and this is what I'm doing, you know, and that's it. Like I think things are meant to grow and flourish. You know, you're not the same person you were a year ago. You're not the same person you were 2 years ago.
You got to
know,
change.
So
Gotta
like
change.
that's where I'm at with things. Like when it comes to modeling, when it comes to rapping or being in any creative facet that I'm in, like it's for me, it's not just I'm this thing. Like no, I'm forever growing. I'm forever, you know, evolving and becoming into something better. So I may not be modeling in 3 years. I might be, you know what I mean, behind
you
the
might
camera
be something
taking
else.
photos, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So you know.
But have
yeah.
you been like studying the craft and like
Oh,
learning
yeah,
or
bro.
taking workshops and
Not so much workshops. Like a lot of things I learned are like, I mean, you know, your phone's your encyclopedia. You know, so
YouTube
if I take YouTube, legit, bro. There's so many great people that are, you know,
modeling tips and stuff like
dropping
that. Yeah.
tips like how to freaking get taller. Legit, like you know, different ways to stretch or what you're eating or like how to book, you know, how to go to casting calls and all these things. So these are where I get information from. Social media is a hell of a thing, bro.
It is.
Follow all types of models. If you on here, follow me on Instagram at VaughnTiger_.
We're saving that for later, but
yeah,
go ahead.
you know,
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm
shameless
just
plug.
kidding.
Plug yourself
No,
all
I'm
day,
just
bro.
kidding.
shameless plug.
I'm just joking.
Also follow Nocturnal Mafia.
Nocturnal Mafia, the clothing line. You see, you know, we out here, hats. And, I mean, you see we out here. You got the whole squad on deck.
Oh,
The Mafia out here.
the shirt was
I
over
mean,
here.
Oh, I guess I should have worn it. I guess I need to
We
get a shirt
growing.
and wear it.
We growing. I got them in the car. Let me know what's up.
I'm out the loop.
I got them in a whip. You see the
Oh,
man,
you-
you did that. But
OG right here.
you know what I mean?
can't get
Thank you
this.
for the
One of
love and
one,
support,
nigga.
bro. 100%.
Fucking
real
one of
rap
one.
though. That is a one of one. For real.
That's true.
And I got a 101 apron.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck outta here.
designer shit, bro. So
Yeah.
yeah, like I know we diverted with the clothing line, but yeah, modeling, bro. That's it's just another tool to my repertoire. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's something I do love to do. I'm passionate about it. I just had a photo shoot like a week ago, and I need to do another one. But
Bro, you had a photo shoot the other day with us.
what
you talking about?
Yo, I just did that. Yeah, yo,
You said a week ago.
You
That
right.
was like 2 days ago.
You're right. That was definitely 48 hours ago.
Yeah.
Shout out to the eye visuals.
That was
man.
literally like 2 days ago,
I
I
know.
think. Yeah.
Did you have you seen those pictures yet?
Man, they was looking crazy. I gotta edit them up and stuff and
Bet.
do it. But yeah, it was a great shoot.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to the eye visual. Shout out to
Yeah.
Diamond.
Vaughn's a dope model, y'all.
I appreciate you.
Me being behind the camera and working with models.
Almost died.
There are people.
I almost died a little bit. It's all
Gotta
right.
push the limits.
You talking about-
Push the limit.
You talking about the bum house?
Oh, God.
There's a bum house over there. He had a knife sitting over there chilling.
Yo.
You don't know what he was gonna do when he get back.
Oh,
You in my
God.
home. Shank. No, but I work with a lot of models, and some people are difficult to work with because you got to pose them and stuff like that. So it's good when you see models that kind of know what they're doing and know how to create pictures and different angles and kind of work with you and where you're at. And I feel like you're definitely on the path to getting to that area because that's what you do when you're in front of the camera. You kind of like start creating your angles and making the poses and stuff. So I don't have to direct you as much as other people.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, all right,
I feel like it's like
Cool.
a collaborative process. You feel what I'm
it
saying?
is.
Like,
It really is.
you're having me to do, to represent whatever visual representation that you have, but it's for me to translate, you know what I mean? So like I that's why I like it so much is I like going into like having an idea of kind of what you want to accomplish or what I want to accomplish and then working through, the process of,
Yeah.
I don't really like that, or I like this one. Like I like that collaboration. Like tell
Yeah.
me what you want and how you need it, so way I can make it. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
helps
yeah.
me work my confidence, and it's dope. I enjoy it, man. I really do. Like it's dope. It's dope. I hope to be modeling. Like I hope to get to a point where I can model my own shit. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by like being behind the camera too. So like not just being a model, but whenever I get to put a shoot together for Nocturnal Mafia. So I got 5, 6, 7 people and a bunch of different looks, and I have to get these shots because that's what like when I look forward to doing that stuff. You feel me? Like
It's fun, man. It's definitely fun. I love being behind the camera and working with different models, working with products, working in different areas. So
Right.
it's definitely fun working in the camera atmosphere. I'm branching out to try to learn more as well, because like just growing in photography and stuff like that. And plus, like, I don't know, like I feel like a lot of people don't really mess with my work yet. But I like my work, but I'm still trying to grow to get better to where I can have people satisfy people as well.
Facts.
So I'm growing in the craft and just learning.
Big facts. That's what it's about, man. That's where I'm at with like all this shit. It's just growing in the craft, figuring out what works, what doesn't. You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm not so heavy dropping with Nocturnal Mafia stuff right now, because I'm literally in a place of like, finding what works not just for me, but what works for my audience. What is my niche?
Yeah.
And like that's what we were talking about earlier today. Like just kind of consolidating. You know what I mean? Making the vision more translatable. You know what I mean? And it's
important.
Just all a part of the process.
Yeah,
bro,
it's an important part of growth, is like being able to know, like, yeah, you can love what you do, but you also got to know how you can relay what you do to the audience that you have, and how to translate that to where people can
100%.
appreciate what you're doing as
100%.
well. So that's definitely what I'm on the way to learning and growing in, because I want to be able to just like take a picture and be like, oh, I can adjust this, adjust that,
Right,
tweak
right,
that,
right,
tweak that,
right.
and it's a good picture. So stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's all
man.
part of the growth craft.
Yeah, I'm still new too, bro. I think I've only been modeling for like seriously like a year, maybe even. I don't even want to say 2 years, bro. Maybe like a year and some months type stuff. So like it's still brand new to me.
Yeah.
Like I've gone through a series of different looks, you know what I mean? And that's where I'm at right now, is like trying to just build my portfolio. So I don't just have a bunch of streetwear stuff, or I don't just have a bunch of like print stuff. I have, a bunch of different looks, from suits to, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like
Dresses.
casual, all
never.
that stuff.
I mean, look,
No,
bro,
I'm
I'm
just
not gonna lie. Like, I'm a pretty
Dresses,
fashionable
no.
guy, and I think I could low-key pull off like a long dress or a skirt. I'm not saying that I like would do it willingly, but I don't see. I mean, look, bro, like it's part of the game, though. Like runway models and all that. I think that's part of the game. I don't think that's a lane that I'm like for.
So-
But I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. But I think
So
I
we
can dress anything, bro.
we shouldn't count you out if we do see you, in the picture in the dress. Then they didn't get you.
But if you get cast to be on the runway, would you wear a dress?
$2 million.
$2 million.
Because this is modeling now. This ain't like
Right. I mean, like it's not like it's my personal like.
Yeah,
like I'm not wearing. You
like
not see me walking into Walmart with it. You know what I mean?
what if I don't know the correct term to use. What if a gay designer seen your pictures, seen your image, and was like, "Yo, you got a crazy look, man. I got something I want to style you in for my runway." You wouldn't jump.
I
on that?
mean, they might put you in like some tight leather with the shiny
I mean, like yeah,
patent
like,
leather.
I'm down for the cause. Like
Oil you
like,
up.
I don't know about that. Like there's
So they're going
limits.
too deep.
There's limits. I mean,
Put some shorts on or something and rock my beach line.
I
or
don't know
something.
about that one. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, these are conversations that I have with myself all the time, especially with me kind of being just new. Like, I have to kind of figure out, like, where, you know what I mean? And for me, it's like,
So you're just setting the boundaries for yourself. pretty
yeah,
much.
like kind of figure out where, because I've not done that, so it's hard for me to say like, yeah, I totally would. You know what I mean? I can see myself like I haven't been in that space yet. But for some like
Do you think that would help your confidence? though?
high end fish, yeah. But like I'm saying, like I feel like I can wear almost anything, and I can make anything look good. At least I'd like to think that I have that confidence in myself. You know what I mean? So if I had to, sure. But like I don't know. I'm not. It's hard for me to say like I wouldn't do it for the money when like that's what modeling is for, is you putting on these pieces and selling these pieces to people.
And
so,
I mean, if you think about it, it's a form of like you're creating a story through image. So
facts.
That's kind of what it is. And if the designer asks you to wear a specific thing, it's probably like their clothing line. Like
shit,
sometimes they have like risque stuff or like stuff that looks like out of the ordinary. It might be like a tuxedo thing that's like this high.
Yeah. You know, I wouldn't do nothing crazy, bro. Like I wouldn't like. No knock to anybody that would, go down that path, but I just wouldn't, I wouldn't get freaking too close or but in like no weird space where I feel uncomfortable. Anything that I would feel like questions my you know what I mean? Like that just wouldn't be me. I'm trying not to like
your whole image. I mean, I
hope that my brand, my personal brand and my personal image is being able to be what's represented first. I mean, on top of, I hope to compliment whatever team I'm signed up for or whatever agent. Like I know they're using me for a look, but I hope that, like I don't know. Nah, maybe I'm not answering that properly.
Well, they more than likely they're gonna find the right person for the right image. So if you fit the image,
they're gonna talk you into it, man. They're gonna tell you why you're the perfect person for this.
Right, for sure. And then they're gonna be like, "Well, we have these heels for you," and I'm gonna be like, I don't know, man, but like if I got booked for like Madonna, you know what I mean? If I got booked to do like Madonna, they were dancing on stage in heels. If I had like the ability to do that, you know what I mean? I'd do that.
You dance on stage in heels?
I mean, not in no like platform freaking stiletto heels,
but like some wedges.
Anyway, so the Super Bowl. Man, catch me. Vogue.
Some wedges.
2023.
Some wedges.
I'm game.
I think it's always good to kind of like make yourself vulnerable in those type of spaces. I mean, cause like somebody like Miho, when he was doing all the dance stuff he was doing, people were looking at it like, what the fuck, bro? You in these tights and you doing this, but.
See, but
it made him a better dancer all around.
And it definitely like expands your forte. You feel what I'm saying? What you're able to do, and I'm game for that. But also, people that be making these sideline ass statements, bro, like niggas are quick to give their opinion on some shit they would never do or wouldn't be caught dead doing. You know what I mean? So it's easy for you as an outsider to be like, this nigga's crazy. Oh my god!
But you wouldn't even put yourself in that space.
Like, we're talking about the chest thing, bro. Like the tie-dye thing, like. As much as niggas can say like, oh, that shit crazy, he's up there with freaking boxing gloves on and Jordans.
But you wouldn't even put yourself out there to be scrutinized like that.
You don't even know how to do nothing like that, bro. You don't know how to get people don't know how to even get to that point, let alone be confident to do some shit. Well,
what I was gonna say is people not even like creative enough to get out of their element. To do something like that. You know what I mean? Like some people live for the standard. Live for the standard way of life. So I'm gonna do what everybody else does.
Right.
So if the masses approve of this, I'm gonna do this.
Right.
And if something else out of the ordinary that people don't do, I feel uncomfortable. So I'm gonna make fun of it and point it out. Like,
I'm gonna just be a part of the crowd.
Yeah, because what would be crazy though? Like, you would see people change up if people would have said something about that video, and a whole bunch of people would have been like, "That's tight. What you talking about?"
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God.
I bet you people would have changed
but for
up.
the simple fact that everybody was laughing at, they were like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm
But that's why I be like, I'm not gonna limit myself and say that I would or would not do something because I can probably pioneer. Like, bro, I'm like, what? I might look fly in some heels. You know what I mean? I'm not saying. It could go either way. You feel what I'm saying? Expression in art, and
Yeah.
But
I agree with you on that because I think a lot of people try to put a cap on art and self-expression, and they'd be like, it got to be a certain way.
You wouldn't do that. People project too, bro. A lot of people project like, oh, I think that shit whack, and it's like I think that shit whack because I think I'm whack and I can't do that. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, these ain't even your real feelings, bro. You just mad because So like, man,
or just like you said, it's because people wouldn't do it themselves.
So they want to hate on the stuff that they wouldn't do.
Yeah, they feel like they would be embarrassed going out there looking like that.
So they feel like he should be embarrassed.
Yeah,
so let me embarrass you.
Yeah,
right. What kind of shit is that?
But it's like that in so many different facets, bro. And that's something that I realize. Like I'm trying to like kind of be mindful of is that everybody gonna have their opinion on it. Not everybody gonna like what you do, but for example, like NBA players, bro. Like people hate KD or hate LeBron and like burn his jersey when they transfer or go to different transfer when they trade teams to transfer. I don't watch sports if I said.
You just said a couple of stuff. What did you say? I voted for the Rams.
I voted for the Rams.
And he got transferred.
But like when people
He
get
got
traded,
broke on this shit. He went to go
people
break
start
him.
bandwagon hating, bro, and like bandwagon having opinions. So I try to be mindful of like even my own opinion. You know what I mean? When people ask me like, what do I think? Like, what do I really think, or how do I really feel, or is it just like what I heard? You know what I mean? So
I was really mad at KD for doing what he did.
I'm not. Hey,
Yeah, I'm still an OKC fan, but the KD was trash for that. How you go up 3-1 and let them niggas come back and then you go to the team?
and then go to the team.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't even think that was bandwagon hate. That was just utter disgust.
That's a fact.
That was trash.
I struck a chord. I shouldn't have brought up KD.
Nah, you ain't striking no chord. I ain't tripping. You know, he's still a good player. He's still a really good player. But that move right there was just, I don't know.
Right.
I just didn't.
Right.
I don't understand it. If I'm with my team and we damn near at the championship and we lose, even if we do lose like that, it's like, all right, now we really got to come back and win. You know what I mean? We got a chip on our shoulder. This is the team that beat us. We was up 3-1. We let them steal it from us.
Sonny sold us out. Sonny sold us out.
Yeah, but I mean,
Y'all niggas cheated. Y'all stole our moves.
Nigga, Sonny.
Yeah, people. I feel like we as a society are spoiled. You know what I mean? Just because like we get like
break that down.
Basically, why I think we're spoiled is like I think like we get so accustomed to things that we don't appreciate them as they go. You know what I mean? Like you gotta give us more. You gotta continue to give us more.
Yeah,
you know,
like Kendrick Lamar. Pretty much, we're like, man, dude, you gave us 3 dope ass albums, but I need another one.
Exactly. You know,
I need more albums.
Right
or you trash.
Right now.
Yeah.
Or you trash now.
Right
yeah.
now.
I don't think people call them trash.
Well,
but
they won't say. They'll start saying, "Oh, well, now so and so is better than him," or they'll start saying.
I mean, people compare, but I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Saying,
like you ain't as good as you used to be if you don't come out.
Yeah.
If you don't continuously put out hits.
Oh,
you know.
K Dot my top 5. It's like, I can't put him in my top 5. It's like, why not? This nigga's still great.
Bro.
Nigga ain't just he just haven't put out an album.
It be people's standards, bro. Like, I'm a huge Andre 3000 fan. So like, and people like that's greatest rapper alive to me. And it's like, oh, I can't say that because he didn't put an album out. It's like, well, I mean, I don't give a fuck. So
yeah.
Still,
Nah, yeah, he's
still,
dope as fuck.
Still, you know what I mean? So, but and that's people's standards and stuff, bro. Like that's a whole nother conversation though. Like the expectations, like you're saying, that people expect people to be better every single
They
time.
expect people to be great. Like
I mean?
we're so stuck in the mindset of people have to be perfect, you know, all the time. And if you're not perfect, you're not as good, or you're falling off.
Facts.
Or, you know, and it's just like, dang, we are spoiled to that sense to where we want more and more.
It's like
we
that
can't
in
appreciate
Crump.
what's
It's
there.
so much like that in Crump, bro.
Oh,
It's
I mean,
so
I feel like today, you know, most markets, you know, with social media is very saturated. So if you do sit out for a minute, you kind of like, you know, you fade away in a sense because so much other stuff has came out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
for Crumper, if you sit out, I mean, you know, for a while, unless you come back super hard, you gonna have to work your way back up because so many other Crumpers are gonna fill that void. You know, that was you at one point.
But you know what's crazy though? What ends up happening sometimes, and this is something that I can give an example from the Spider-Man movies, is people won't see you for a while and then you come back and then they appreciate you more just because they didn't appreciate you as much back then. Yeah. Like the whole Andrew Garfield thing in Spider-Man, you know, people wasn't appreciating him when he came out in the beginning because they were giving more love to Tobey Maguire because they missed him. Yeah. So they was like, oh yeah, this ain't as good. This dude ain't Tobey. Come now to the third one. Now everybody like, oh, that's the best. That's the best one. He's the best Spider-Man. They give him all the credit, and it's like I don't get why that is a thing, but it's something that happens in our society. Right. It's crazy.
I think it's just that void, man. I mean, can you imagine if Todd Eyes was Todd Eyes for this long, and then at some point there was somebody else who took that spot, and they wasn't as good as Todd Eyes, and it's like, yo, this nigga ain't Chaz. I mean, you know how hard it would be for him to fill those shoes? Like, how hard it was for Andrew Garfield to fill Tobey? Yeah. You know what I mean? It was like, this nigga sucked. But then the new Spider-Man coming out, you know, Andrew Garfield was like, oh, you know, we didn't like him anyway. But we like the new one. He's cool, you know?
But I think, like, I think in that sense, what would happen would be like, say, like you said, a dude comes after Chaz,
Yeah.
and then he's tight, but he ain't Chaz.
Yeah.
And then later on,
Somebody else
comes.
They're gonna get that much more praise. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, no, then they're gonna give praise back to the other dude because they're gonna start comparing this new dude to the dude that came before him.
But he might be better. That's the point.
But what if he's
But
not?
then when Chaz come back, then he might get all this other praise. It's like, oh, you know, I love all three of you guys. You guys held it down. It's like, but at the time, y'all niggas hated me.
Yeah. It's crazy. The world we live in.
Crazy.
I don't know.
Big crazy.
I can't speak on it.
So what about the clothing design? What you doing? How is that world?
Yeah, man. We're in a not like a relaunch, but like just a refresh. You know what I mean? Top of the year. I am going through a bit of a personal, like, little crazy thing in my personal life right now. So, not that like it took precedence, but it kind of shook me. So now I'm at a place where I'm like rebuilding. You know what I mean? And it kind of came at a cool place too. Or at a cool time, because it gives me like time to like really, and what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of just refining what it means like to be Nocturnal Mafia, refining like what the identity is, what it is that people like about it, you know what I mean, what the potential is and where it can go. And that's where I'm at with it right now. So like more drops definitely coming this year, like I think this is going to be like season 3 is technically going to be what it is, and good things come in threes, you know what I mean? So excuse me.
Right into the mic too.
So basically,
right into the mic. I'm so
basically you're finding out like what you want to do with your brand or the direction you're taking your brand.
Like we relaunched and we had some cool stuff happen, bro. Like I saw a lot of change and I saw a lot of people fuck with me, which is really dope. So if you have like supported Nocturnal Mafia, like I appreciate you. Shout out to you. Sincerely, man. Follow us at Nocturnal Mafia Co. on Instagram and all the socials.
Definitely check him out. His clothing line's crazy.
You see it? I don't know if y'all see it, but y'all see the hat, y'all see the sweaters. You know, but slowly we'll be taking over. Don't mind Suave, sir. You know.
I was like, you pointing at the Dare shirt.
But yeah, we refining.
But there you go, right there, y'all.
We're refining right now. We getting everything like back, because I want everything to be impactful. I want everything to be with a purpose. I want everything to be, you know what I mean? I don't want to just have a bunch of shit out for the sake of having a bunch of shit out, which unfortunately is what happened
in the beginning.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like I was under the impression that I needed to have like
more
and more when, and what I want is I want collection. You know what I mean?
Quality.
Exactly. And we're
like a vision and a direction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're getting there. You know, it's a learning process, bro. Like
that's life.
Year 1 for me, and I've got 5 years into my plan before I'm like, okay, like now I gotta really start rethinking. So this is my first ever like venture, business. Now I've done other ideas with clothing lines, like the Rowdy brand stuff, and like it's like I said, everything evolves. You feel what I'm saying? Like I started with. That's how I am. So like it wasn't like exactly. So like for me, Rowdy brand wasn't. It may not have been the final thing. But Pyrex Vision wasn't Virgil's final thing, you know what I mean? Like Pyrex led into Off-White, Rowdy brand led into, and I learned a lot. I made this T-shirt, I bleached it myself, you feel me? And I put the letters on there and I pressed it, and I learned a lot through that process. You feel me? A lot of that stuff that I learned, I can appreciate now that I have other tools to use. You know what I mean? So it's all about refining, man, and just making sure that like what I do is cohesive and like it's actually dope, not just because people fuck with it or not just because I fuck with it, but a little bit of both. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm at. As far as my brand goes, is I want things to be impactful and with the message and like what's the word I'm looking for? I want it to have longevity. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because especially in a society where the newest trends are coming and flash fashion and people are
spoiled.
You know what I mean? Spoiled. People buy new shit all the time, bro. Like I don't want to contribute to that. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to contribute to fucking potholes just filled with just shirts that nobody wears anymore. Like I want to make something that's gonna be, you know what I mean, that has longevity. My brand has longevity. I want it to be, in whatever facet that goes. There's so much I want to do with it, bro. There's like one-off pieces I want to do. There's cut and sew pieces I want to do. There's all this shit is coming. You know what I mean? I just gotta get the ball rolling in the right lane, so that way I don't I don't know where to do it. But you'll see.
I like the way you said that though, because it's bigger than like. I like how you said you don't want to be like a standard, like how everybody kind of just throws something together and just be like, oh yeah, buy this. You know, you actually have a vision and you want it to actually be a legit brand where you can actually do stuff and you have a vision to where you can build an audience where people can support it. You know,
like having an aesthetic is important. You know what I mean? Having your niche. You know, having like yeah, of course your core audience and all that, but like even before you have your core audience, you have to have your core, like your like what do you represent? What do you stand for? What do you you know what's important to you? And that's where I'm at like right now. Like as much as I'm like, oh, I got hella dope shit, I can put out X, Y, and Z, buy these shirts, yada yada yada. Like I don't want to do that. I want to be like, this is where this came from. You know what I mean? Appreciate this process and what it took to get here, because there's a giant jump from this t-shirt to that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like that's at least a year and a half, 2 years difference.
Right.
I think, you know, before,
you
know, even from that to that to that, it's an evolution. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's an evolution. And that's where I'm at with creativity. You know what I mean? And my creativity and my brand and anything that I'm involved in, like I'm trying to evolve to the next and best version of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's one thing that I'm trying to do as well, and just in like finding my own groove, is to try not to, I guess, going back to what we said, fit into the norm.
Yeah.
You know, because like, for example, like right now, a lot of stuff is based on simplicity, you know. Let me have 2 words right here. It's good, you know. Or let me have one thing right here and that's good, you know. But I feel like it comes from stepping out the box and being like, let me do something different. Like we was talking about the Yays like 2 podcasts ago, or was that last podcast? 2 podcasts ago, whatever. We was talking about the Yays and how it was innovative because it was so different. So it kind of gets your attention, you know? And I think that's where it comes from, is like just trying something new, trying something that you think, hey, I don't know if somebody's going to mess with this, but I do. I mess with it. So I'll put it out, you know? And
that's where I'm at, like in that little facet, like trying to figure out, like, do I fuck with it? And if I fuck with it, do the people fuck with it? And if not, then like let's figure out where that in between is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not to be like so consumer forward, we're like, you know, the customer's always right, because I don't believe that shit. Like I believe when it comes to, you know, art and things that it came from people's mind, like it's hard to place value on things. You know what I mean? It's hard to place like, well, I think it's worth this much and that.
Yeah,
so
people want to give it their own value.
I want to make sure that I can set my price, and my price be, you know, like
what it is
backed. You know what I mean? And it's not questionable. And if you're questioning it, then it's not for you. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean.
I think it's gonna be based on how you promote it and like the way you help the crowd relate to who you are as a person, as an artist.
Yeah, the vision.
Exactly, and that, like, everything ties into itself, man. So like me rapping, me being a crump dancer, me being a model, like everything to me ties. It may not seem tied from like the outside view looking in, but from my mind, everything is kind of connected in its own little like spiderweb way. And it all like connects in some way. So everything pours into itself. At least that's how I like look at it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just a model. I'm not just a rapper. I'm not just a crump dancer. I'm not just a creative. I'm not, I'm not just these things. Like, I'm all of these things, and I can do, you know, whatever. So that's just kind of where I'm at. Like, I do wear a lot of hats, but it's for a reason. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, because if it's all you,
you know, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I don't know. Like I feel like we were talking about projecting. I feel like people tell themselves or tell the people around them, like, yo, you can only do one thing. You can only do this and be great at this. Like, you can only do, like, no, you can't do that, and no, you can't do that, and you know, you could do this, but it has to, like. And I'm just like, no, man, like, I'm gonna do everything, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do it. And if it fails, then cool. I learned from
everything
it,
you connected to. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I would use whatever failure that was to boost the next thing. Like, being Rowdy Brand wasn't meant to be the forefront. It was meant for me to test and see if I can do something with this, and it grew into something else. You know what I mean? And that's how I look at everything, man. Like,
testing the waters, huh?
You know.
Well, I feel like growth is a big part of like what you've been talking about lately, and it's a good thing, you know. I feel like growing out of things and growing into different things actually is something that people need to learn a lot more, you know, because like with me, I feel like going back to Crump, I feel like I was holding on to Crump,
The only
but
thing
like
constant is
backwards,
change, bro.
you know, like reaching back.
Legit though.
And it was just to the point where I was like sometimes sit to myself and be like, why am I still doing this?
Why do I care so much?
Yeah, like not offensive to the dance, because I love the dance, but it's just like me realizing that I'm growing in a different direction.
Big facts.
Yeah, and then for that I was like,
There's a lot of elements in Crump that are stagnant. You know what I mean? There are a lot of things that it's a very crab in a bucket or crab in a barrel. I can't talk, but like very crab in a barrel like mindset. You know what I mean? And instead of it being like one person go and then they're gonna pull someone and then they're gonna pull someone and we all have this like mind, it's so much competition based, and it's like people with their egos and people just like don't want to be a part. They don't want to do anything different. You know what I mean? Like, and it's people be like I was saying before, bro, people be the enemy of progress, and that's a problem. You know what I mean? Like, people shouldn't be afraid to test boundaries or to go out and make new connections and learn something, because you can tie it back to Crump, bro. Like, you can go back and bring something. Like, when you move out of your parents' house, bro, and you go spend time somewhere and you come back, you're not the same person. You evolve. You give, you know what I mean? You give a different energy to the people that are in the community that you're a part of. So, like, why would you not go out and go involve yourself in different communities and go learn and then come back and bring it back, which is like where I'm at, bro. I'm not in the field at every session, like even here, bro. And I've traveled. I've been able to see, you know, quite a bit of, you know, the U.S. at least through Crump. And I've not really taken a battle in a year and a half too, because, you know, my taste is changing. I'm evolving. You know what I mean? I had to take time to go appreciate even the dance and culture itself. I had to go take time and go be somewhere else for me to come back and be like, all right, I'll do this. You know what I mean?
and that's a good thing. Sometimes you got to take that step back and just be a spectator.
Facts.
You know, like watch the movement thrive and like kind of watch on the outside and not
Facts.
really like appreciate it for what it is before jumping back into it. If you even want to, if that's even the direction for you, you know, like for me, just like as where I stand now, it doesn't feel like I want to jump back. But if I were to, I feel like I still appreciate the dance, and I feel like it could thrive and
man,
grow into
there's
something.
So many dope,
like it's still
avenues for
the
Crump
best
to
dance.
live. You feel me? Best dance ever. It's just like there is so many. Yeah, it's like it's too many Indians trying to be chiefs. You know what I mean? And it's
the mindset hasn't really
and it's
grown.
like there's a lack of progress in the mindset. You know what I mean? In like the business savvy, in the communication, bro. It's the communication, like how we interact with each other. You know what I mean? Like, not even to specify to our very own scene, city, and community, but as a whole. Like, it's so quick to, you know, give someone praise and then things be taken left. Like, I don't think that nigga's tight, and it's like, well, nobody asked you, but like you're entitled to your opinion. But it, you know, like it's so much back and forth that it's like it stunts people's growth.
Yeah.
It stunts the community's growth. And like that's why, like for me specifically, I've taken like a little bit of a back seat. I got pop up whenever it's love when I see my family, especially when it's Swap's garage. Oh, I'm there. You know what I mean? But like I'm not gonna go out of my way. You know what I mean? And you know, put myself in a compromising position anymore, because I did that for Crump for a lot. Like, and I think a lot of us do that. You know, we're young and we're, you know, we want to go to these big old events. But if I'm not going and I'm not going to be comfortable, you know what I mean? If I'm not, you know, if I'm not in a space where I can be, you know, if I want to leave, I can leave. I'm not waiting for a ride. You know, if I got, you know what I mean? If I got an apartment or a, you know, an Airbnb, whatever. So if I'm not doing it on the scale where I'm comfortable, you know, and I don't have to worry about anything, then I'm not going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if I'm not, you know, going to be in that space. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like I think Crump has a a lot of unresolved issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I talked to Sean not too long ago. If you guys don't know, Sean is another
Big bounce.
crump dancer out here.
Shout out
And
to Bounce,
he was just telling me about like all the stuff going on and like how beef is like spreading and crump and all this other stuff. But like when he was talking to me, he was like, bro, it's just not you. And when he said that, like, I was like, he right. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really argue with you because that isn't me. That's not like the mindset that I'm in anymore. Like, I've grown past it. Like, I'm not in that beefy, like, oh, I want to go at it with somebody all the time anymore. It's gone for me. So, like, when I try to go back, that's why it's so different and so difficult for me to, like, fit into that mold because it's like, my mindset's not there no more.
No, 100%.
So if I try to go back there, it's difficult, you know? So that's why I find myself in these situations where I'm looking like, why?
And it's messed up because people still be stuck in that mindset, whatever that mindset is to that person. You know
but
what I mean?
You know what though? It's not a bad thing though. It's not a bad thing in that era of like if you want to beef and you really have that battle.
Competition can happen without it being beefy though, without it being some extra shit.
But there's good beef and bad beef. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean and there's definitely like a truth that needs to be sought out. You know what I mean? If there's a deeper meaning for something, then for sure. But niggas should be able to battle or to dance and not necessarily agree and that be okay without it being taken past, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that happens a lot, like, especially in our community, bro. Like, it gets past a point of communication and past a point of solving the issue, then it's just right or wrong. And, you know, if I don't like it, then I'm not coming around no more until, you know, whatever. And then it gets swept under the rug. And it's like, we should probably talk about these things, bro. Like, because we're not going to solve anything. It's going to be years of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And more people are going to stop caring, you know what I mean? Because these conversations aren't getting had and things are being handled weird, you know what I mean? And it's like, I mean, well, maybe I should go find something else to do because, you know what I mean? Like, and like, I can't blame anybody for that because that's where I'm at. Like, I love this dancing community, bro. I really do. I grew up in it. You know, I've seen so much. I've seen so many crazy things happen, bro. Crazy moments I never thought I'd like be able to like see. But on the opposite end of that, there's like a big opportunity for growth in our community from leaders to new. There's so much growth that
if you want to wear that hat,
you want to wear that
you
hat,
got to be that person. And if you got to do it, you got to be willing to go all the way.
That's a fact. So
I just think the mindset should change.
Yeah, there's a shift in mindset, bro. And I love it, bro. Like, I love it. I love the dance. I love the community. But for me, like, and I've always said this, like, and why I don't understand how things be getting taken so far left so fast is like I treat it as a sport, bro. I treat it as a competition. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think, but people don't know how to talk. You know, Outrage was saying that last time when he was on here. Like, people don't really know how to talk at all. Like, they say shit, and it's like, why are you even talking like that?
Facts.
You know.
Facts.
You can be competitive you can even be competitive and say some stuff, and it's like it seems extremely disrespectful, but they know that it's dance, so they won't take it to the next level.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just don't know how to do that.
Yeah, man, shit be getting weird. Niggas don't want to dance no more. Niggas get mad when niggas don't want to dance no more.
But what I wanted to say about, like, you know, what Sean was saying, how he sees all this beef and saying that, I just feel like in Crump, man, you know, it's gonna be what you focus on. So if you want to focus on like the drama and the negativity of it, then that's what you're gonna see every time you look into the Crumpers page.
Facts.
Yeah. Like, I don't, you know, I've been past that point of trying to actually beef with somebody. I can battle somebody and I can, you know, get physical and all that stuff and even argue, but I would never, like, after the battle be like, nigga, fuck you. Like, never.
Yeah, man.
That's
but not everybody got that mindset.
Yeah.
And that's what's crazy. It's like, but man, chill. We're dancing. Like, it shouldn't be getting past this point where, and like when it does, it's okay to admit like you wrong, bro. It's all right to be wrong. Like, man, I messed up, my bad. But people don't even get to that point. Like, you know what I mean? And then it's just like, and it just spoils the experience for everybody. You know what I mean? Because then it creates this energy, like this bitter energy, and it becomes like, and it just spoils into so much, bro. It boils into so much crap. And it makes shit not fun. And that's always been my thing, like with Crump, bro. Like, the moment it's not fun, I'm not doing it anymore. You know what I mean? The moment it's not fun, I'm not going to be involved. Like, when it's fun and, you know, like, I'm with my friends, we're homies, we're moving on a mission, we're doing something, bet, let's go, I'm for it. You know what I mean? Let's go. you know, but when it starts getting to a point where like it's uncomfortable or it's not fun, it's starting to feel like a task or a job. And I think after a while, it started to feel like that for a lot of us, for some of us.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I'm good at other shit. You know what I mean? Like I'll find something else to do.
Yeah.
And whenever it's time, I'll be there with all my niggas in the corner whenever it's time. But you know,
Yeah.
when it's not, it's not.
My thing was I just didn't want to wear the hat. I didn't want to wear the hat anymore, bro. I had to like I was like, bro, I don't want to be that dude anymore. Like to not saying the guy, but like to try to keep pushing the movement or to try to help so into the movement. I was like, I kind of just, you know, I just want to dance for fun when I want to dance.
Right.
I don't want to like push the movement or help grow the movement or do this. I was like, I've done that and I'm good now. Like I'm good.
Facts,
I like my
it's
mind
not
wants
always-
to push other things in other directions and let that grow.
Facts.
You know, like I can't keep coming back and be like, oh yeah, let me water crop. Not saying like I was doing anything great or anything, but just still.
Nah, man, you a bit of a legend, bro. You a bit of a legend, bro. You a bit of a
Yeah.
legend. You've been to Hawaii and got like legendary. Hawaii. No, we're not about to talk about. We're not. You not. If y'all don't know who Swab the Spaz is, bro, you sleep. Just let you know.
Yeah, it's hard for me to step away like that entirely because I got kids, and I just would hate for my kids to be 13 and 14 and there not be any kind of like crump residue in the city, you know?
There will be though.
There
I know
definitely will
There
be.
will be, but you know, people have to stay in it.
That's a fact.
You know?
But think about freaking like Dion, for example. Dion ain't in it, but he had his kids in it.
Yeah, because people stayed in it, you know?
Yeah.
Because Dion's kid is in it because shit, Crush still in it.
I don't
What
think
if-
Crump
what
will
if
ever
the
die,
rest of
bro.
us,
At least not out here. Like it may not be fucking popping, cracking, but we're not LA. There's only so many of us, you know what I mean?
That's
And
the
there's
point.
there's a lot of things that are going on, but that doesn't mean like that's a bad thing. You know what I
Like,
mean?
like for the fact that we only have one person here in Vegas that has like a actual studio residency, I feel like it's kind of bad, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's growth.
I mean,
bro.
Jack has one, doesn't
That's what I'm talking about. He's the only person.
he? Oh.
See, but even in that, bro, like it could be more like collaborating. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Jack has his foot in the door in that way, but if people could put down personal issues and egos, you know what I mean? Like that could lead into collaboration. Maybe not on the same terms as it would have been in the past. You know what I mean? But moving forward productively. Like there are ways that these things can happen. You know, yes, he has that platform. You know, now he has that. Okay, cool. What are we doing to the next person,
Yeah.
whoever that is? You know, in whatever facet that may be. You know what I mean?
And that's where I seen Crumb going not that long ago. Like I thought that's where it could go, you know, out here at least. I was like, we can have a whole bunch of different entities out here doing this, collaborating and supporting each other to build one big network. And that would be crazy, you know? But I just feel like a lot of people ain't on that wave and don't want to jump on that wave.
It's a lot of unresolved issues, bro. At least in our community. I can't speak everywhere, but I mean, from the stories and history that I know about Crump, it's still a lot of unresolved issues, and I think that spilled those unresolved issues because we're all connected through this dance, this community, this energy that is Crump. You know what I mean? If it happens in one part, it'll flow through the others. Like, you know what I mean? And that's how I feel. That's how I feel. A lot of this shit is, man. Like it's just a lot of personal issues that have happened over time that not everybody's willing to talk about at this point. But it's like if we're gonna be progressing, you know what I mean? These are things that need to change so that we can move productively. That's why I say people are an enemy of progress. You know what I'm saying? You're so used to being, you know, being on the defense. Like, oh no, this is my thing. This is my thing. No, it's mine. It's like, bro, we
Holding
can
somebody
all
back.
share the pot. Like there's
Yeah.
It's not about being one person that has the, you know what I mean? You can do so much with a fist, like 5 fingers clenched together, than with 5 fingers spread apart. You know what I mean? And that's what I think about in our community. Like I think it's like it's just not that deep that people need to be. You know what I mean? It's me, myself, and I, and my niggas, and I. But it's like, nah, bro. Like, there's enough of us that if we can all, you know what I mean, put that energy collective together, we can make more happen together than separately. You feel what I'm saying? And if that means someone has assets in one facet that you don't, you know what I mean? Don't shit on them for not having it or for having it and you not having it. You know what I mean? Like, let's put you know, your resources and my resources, and we have more resources together. You feel what I'm saying? Your fan base and my platform together, now we both have a platform and a fan base. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think people think like that. Or
Well,
when they do, they think
They
very
do,
limited.
but I feel like a lot of people in the movement don't realize that that's what needs to be done right now. Like, because if you look at somebody like what Beast is doing with Beast Camp and how he has all these people working together, and if you look at what Chez is doing with him, Concrete, B-Dash, Slavic, and all these people, they're working together to build a network.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're all doing stuff and posting videos on their platforms,
Yeah.
individual videos, but then they're making collaboration videos together and posting them on their platform
Mhm.
to build an audience. Because what's going to happen? Those people on Slavic's page are going to see Chez. They're going to follow Chez. The people on B-Dash's page are going to see Slavic. They're going to follow Slavic. It's networking. But I feel like people don't see that and don't understand that. And they're just like, I want to do my own thing. And then also people are impatient and want to rush the process.
Facts. So like, and you know, and you have a perfect disaster when you add all these things together. That's much, you know, I mean, it's nothing personal, but like, in order for us to move progressively, like these things need to change. And if we're not willing to do that as a group, then I'm gonna go do it separately. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I think that that's just where we are. Is especially in like our little section of things. It's like, well, you know, we've done the major piece for so long that now it's like, okay, I'm gonna fall back and I'm gonna do my thing, and then they're gonna do their thing, and then, you know, hopefully we'll meet together in the middle somewhere. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
those that are moving progressively will be like-minded. You feel what I'm saying? Like we've never had to be like, well, maybe we can't fuck with each other because we're not doing the same.
Yeah.
It's never been a thing. Like, it's not. And
Yeah.
I think that's like that shift in mindset from all parts, bro. Like, this isn't like no shot at anybody in particular. Like, it's just facts.
A life thing. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the only thing constant is change, bro. And once I understood that, like, that's nothing on this earth is permanent. You feel what I'm saying? And I want us to enjoy the community and people that we have.
Yeah.
But in order for us to do so, things have to change. And if you're not willing to change, change will happen and you will be left in the past.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like I said, it's no shot, bro, but that's just what it is. Look at, you know, what has happened. People that are still like, you know, like holding on to whatever feeling. It's like, okay, hold on to that. And then
No growth
watch
or
the
little growth.
you know what I mean? Watch the growth happen either with or without you. Either
Yeah.
you're continuing to grow or you're not. You know what I mean? And, you know, your fruits will show that. So
Yeah, that's definitely where I was on, like, if people don't want to work together, I can do my own thing type of thing,
Facts.
you know, because it's
it's human nature, bro. It's human nature.
Yeah,
And
it's
just
true.
because, like, side note, because I feel like this is just a fact of life that I'm learning, and I wanted to share this little tidbit, but learn not to take things so personal, bro. Like, not just in dance, but in life. Like, learning not to take things personal. It is human nature, bro, to look out for self. You know what I mean? Human nature. If we're talking Homo sapiens and freaking, you know, like impending doom, you know what I mean? Like, if there's a group of Homo sapiens and they see an impending doom,
They're gonna protect themselves.
they're going to protect themselves. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to do what's best for self. And that's why, like, it's how I look at things now, bro. Like,
yeah,
I try not to take, whenever somebody slights me, bro, whether it's a relationship or not, bro, like, whatever, it's like, I try not to take it personal, because at the end of the day, it's everyone's going to look out for themselves. I've been in some shitty situations,
yeah.
bro, like with friends, and, you know, I used to be so hurt and so sad and so, like, distraught that this person would look out for themselves over me. But then it's like, why wouldn't they?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, trust
What
people
else
to
are
do
they supposed to do?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I understand you you're thinking of the next person. That's an admirable thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not everybody does that, but not everybody does that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's something
So-
that's something to take into consideration. Is like not everybody does that.
yeah, bro.
Um,
That's a hard lesson that I've had to learn recently. Like, that's a hard lesson, but it's a lesson to learn, bro.
yeah, because
like,
people will slight you.
Self-preservation, bro. Self-preservation is human nature. So once you, like, deal with that, bro, and you understand, like, the person just looking out for themselves, like, it stings, bro. But you know, I would be looking out for myself.
But you know what though? At the same time though, there is people who can work together to build something great.
Right.
You know, if you guys ever read the book Think and Grow Rich, they always talk. They talk about like the mastermind group in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a group of masterminds, and I feel like if you can really get a group of masterminds to come together and work on something to build something together while being able to establish their own stuff. That's how you create an empire. That's how you create something great, you know, that a whole machine. You see people like like The Rock, how he got a whole thing started with his wife being his manager, you know, Kevin Hart, where he got most of his friends doing all this work for him, and all of them making money.
That's the
making all these different networks.
Bro. Y'all niggas part of the mafia too, bro. Don't worry about it. Like, that's what it's about though, bro. Like, it's about not just self. Like, if we have something, like if I have an idea and I have my friends who are like not doing shit, like, why would I not include my friends on my idea? And how can we not, you know, work together collectively to rise out of our, you know what I mean? That's what I think about, bro. It's like, I'm not just doing what I'm doing for myself. Like, I'm trying to influence those around me and help those around me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you may know something that I don't. You feel what I'm saying? You may know something that I don't. So, you know, how can we can make this move? How can we help the bigger picture? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at with shit, bro. Like,
that's the same wave I'm on, bro. Like just building to really like help, not just I'm being me and trying to grow in myself, but I'm hoping that actually inspires people to want to grow as well. Because I'm always down to work with anybody, you know. And I tell people all the time, like, I'm down to work, I'm down to support whatever you need, you know, like, because I want to build, I want to grow, I want to everybody to win. Right. You know, I don't want nobody to lose. So it's like,
but self-preservation, bro, because before everybody can win, you gotta win. You know what I mean?
Or you gotta be on the road to doing it, you know. And it's one of those things. It's like people aren't. I feel like a lot of people aren't gonna respect it until you start winning. Until they start seeing the fruits of your labor. But it is a process. It's a building process. It takes a while, and when you're trying to build with other people, everybody got to put in, you know, everybody got to put in.
Facts.
It's a machine.
Facts, bro. That be the shit that I be thinking about, like, in my personal life and in Crump, bro. Like, I think, you ever hear that phrase, like, you are your 5 best friends or whatever? You know who you'll be in 5 years. Like, look at your 5 friends. Whatever you're on. Like, that is something that I'm, like, always on. You know what I mean? That's why I'm, like, one of those people to fall back. You know what I mean? And, like, stand back and, like, look at like, not my friends group, but my friends group, bro. Like, I'm looking at the people that are around me, and I'm like, okay, so what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are your goals, ambitions, and drives? And if they're not the same as mine, then, like, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean our friendship changes, but, like, you know, I'm adjusting my mindset and I'm moving in this direction, and, like, that's how I am right now, because I want to be around people that are into the same shit that I am, and not everybody is, bro. But that doesn't mean, like,
not even into the same stuff, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just into whatever they're into as far as
have the same mindset.
Same mindset.
Legit.
You know, like, because one of the things I'll say is, like, James was really a big inspiration to me as far as what he did, because, like, risk taking, like, really stepping out of his comfort zone to do something, to where I try to push this dude every time we talk on the phone. You know, I'd be like, bro, keep doing it. Like, keep going to the top, bro. Facts. Like, I'm gonna see you up there, because you inspired me to step out of my comfort zone and start doing something. Like, I don't feel like I would have made the YouTube videos, would have started the TikToks and stuff like that without that big inspiration from James, like, doing something that was like, oh dang, like, if you can do it, I can do this.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Bro, you inspired me. Both of y'all have inspired me. Like, bro, I mean, I know I've talked about being on here before, but, like, seeing what y'all have done, you know what I mean? Seeing what a little bit of mental fortitude, bro, and, like, some know-how and some confidence, what can get you, bro. Like, you know, I've been in this house so many years, bro, but I've never seen this room look like this. You know what I mean? Like, we were talking, like, this is progress. You feel what I'm saying? And, like, that's you doing that inspires me to go draw something or go put something together. You know, like, that puts me on fire, and, like, that's how friendship should be. You feel what I'm saying? You know, that should funnel into, you know, like, and in the grand scheme of things, that energy that you're using is funding the big machine. You know what I mean? Of you and your thing, me and my thing, and we coming together, and then that being you know what I mean? And your platforming, and that's what I think people are missing. Some people that get it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, they get it, and it doesn't have to be explained. Like, suave. Like, what can we do, bro? Oh, you need me for a photo shoot? Bet. I'm there. Say less. Oh, you need me for this? Okay, bet. Oh, I need your help with so and so. Okay, cool. Let's go. What are we doing? You know what I mean? Versus some people that are kind of like, they get the idea, but they're like either afraid to share it, so because they don't want to lose, that energy that they have of them, like, this is my thing.
Yeah.
And like, or they don't act on it, and I'm just trying to like not do that. You know what I mean? Like, I want to keep that same energy around me and my friends. So when I don't have that energy, when I can go to Suave, like, Suave's doing X, Y, and Z, cool, bet. Let me get up and get to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alonte's over here doing X, Y, and Z. I'm doing a brand. He's doing a brand. I'm looking at him like, damn, I didn't even do that yet. Like, I ain't even put my logo or my brand in the thing on the pants yet. I didn't put the logo. Like, that's crazy. And that energy, like,
it's inspiring.
You know what I mean? Like, that energy is inspiring. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, seeing you do something, seeing you do something, seeing me do something. Like, and then we share that energy. We're on 3 different platforms, but sharing that energy, like, I'm moving and you moving and we moving. Damn it, we all moving together. Like,
exactly. Yeah. That's where I'd be like when I be at home sometimes and it's like dead time. If I'm not watching a show or something I want to watch, let me not be fake. But if I'm not doing like something that, like, being lazy watching a show or something, I'm thinking like, man, what could I be doing right now? Besides, like, if I already made the TikToks and I already did that, it's like, what else can I be doing? Can I be reading up on like photography more? Like, or who would be dope to work with right now that I know? Right. I'd be thinking of stuff like that just in my head all the time, just like ready, just waiting, like, oh, if somebody hit me up, I'll be ready to just go get it, But at the same time, it's like sometimes I'll be at home and I'll just be on my creative process, like editing or learning about editing or what else do I be doing? I be doing a lot, but making TikToks. So I'm like doing like one of these processing things, and I just always want to like grow more and be inspired or work with somebody and get the inspiration from them, because I feel like it's an energy exchange.
Yeah, bro.
Because sometimes we get burnt out, and uninspired and stuff like that. So that's why, going back to what you said about like the 5 people who surround you, it's important to have those people who can be a seed of inspiration for you, because it's like, it pushes you,
bro.
It gives you that energy when you're feeling burnt out to keep pushing.
Right.
It's like, dang, man, I'm really not feeling it. Yeah. But then I'm looking over here like, oh, but this nigga's doing this. Let me get back on it. You know what I mean?
Legit, bro. I mean, yeah, bro. Yeah, you hit it right on the head, bro. You hit it right on the head. And like that's the lane I'm trying to occupy. Like, that's where my mental space as a whole is I'm trying to continue to cultivate this creative energy. You feel what I'm saying? That's a hyperbole that I just said. Continue to
cultivate.
Yeah. All that. Yeah.
I don't know how you said that. So
I know, right?
Continue to create and cultivate creative energy, or no, like continue to cultivate
creative energy.
Yeah,
that's what you
there
said.
We go. Hashtag. Yeah. But that's where I'm at. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why, like, I wear so many hats, just like you. Like, it all is a part of the process. You feel me? And it's like pouring water from one bucket into the next, into the next. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just how I move. At least that's how I try to move, and be aware of my surroundings and where I'm getting energy from or where I'm not getting energy from. And then removing that shit, bro, because you can pour energy into the wrong stuff.
Bro,
and I think that's what happens a lot with Crump Bros. A lot of energy gets poured into the wrong things. And once I kind of realize that, it's kind of where I'm like, well, I can just remove myself and put my energy somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then whenever it's time to put my energy back into it in a positive light, then I'll be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
I'm probably about to piss somebody off. Someone's not gonna like what I'm saying, but I really don't care.
You saying how you feel though, so speak your truth.
Yeah. So, and like I said, bro, it's no shade. I want to see everybody progress and grow and succeed in their own separate lanes as well as collectively. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I really like what you said about like not taking stuff personally though. Just because that resonated with me, because I just realized a lot of us, even including myself, sometimes can take things personally that we don't need to take personally. And even just realizing it, like you see a lot of these like celebrities and people that's in the limelight, like A-list stars and stuff like that. You got to realize how much stuff they cannot take personally, because they probably hear something every single day
Yeah.
about themselves, or somebody coming at them, or somebody saying something, or somebody trying to get a rise for, and you really gotta push past that, because it's gonna come. The bigger the light, the more that stuff comes.
Swear, bro. And that's why like I'm trying to make preparations for that now, because I feel like I'm gonna get there one day. Like I don't know if I'll be A-list or whatever. Like I don't think I don't know if that's even what I want, but I think that we all have a means to get there, be it Nocturnal Mafia, be it Uplifted, be it, Unbiased. Like there, in time, it'll all be, it's inevitable. But like, I try to not take things so personally and separate what my personal life is from, these things. Cause when those times do come, like I want to be ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope I didn't divert. But.
Blocking out naysayers and blocking out haters is probably like the best thing to do.
Oh yeah. They'll try to take you down.
Yeah, man. For sure.
I be seeing how much these people get, like these celebrities get into it, and it's like once every now and then, and they'll blow that one thing up though when they get the opportunity. But it's like, just imagine how many little tidbits is in between that.
Yeah, I would say you can only think though how hard it is to ignore every your name getting so much bullshit every day, because people, they lie on people a lot. That's what triggers a lot of motherfuckers.
I swear, bro. And a lot of, like we were talking earlier, bandwagoners, bro, and get caught up in that wheel of just people start hating and maybe it's
people,
okay to
people
hate
think
on.
it's cool. Like I think a lot of people trip out on Kanye for the wrong reasons sometimes. Like Kanye is like a little different, but people always jump on, oh, he's not taking his meds, or he's snapping this, and it's like, damn.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a Kanye fan, and I'm personally tired of seeing this thing on Instagram. I am tired of seeing him on Instagram.
I don't know what he's doing on Instagram.
Man.
I haven't seen it on Instagram either, but I've seen a couple things that he said on Twitter, responding to certain things somebody has said about him. But I'm like, dude, you only can take so much before you can just
big facts, bro. See, and I'm afraid to even get a platform like that, because I'm a very like outspoken person. You know what I mean? Like I'm a very like
But then as soon as you start speaking your truth, they're gonna say, well, you're crazy.
Exactly. I'm a Dave
crazy,
Chappelle. Mark
man.
my words. I'm Dave Chappelle, and I'm out going to Africa 10 years or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm out, and I'll come back and I'll see y'all, and we'll try again. You know what I mean? I'll see y'all.
Somebody posted a good post about like something that had to do. I think it was something with Kanye, like with the medication thing. Then there was something with Will Smith when he was like crying and stuff like that.
Everybody was criticizing like these people having like real mental breakdown.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I was trying to get at.
Yeah,
like, it's crazy how everybody jumps on that bandwagon. Kanye's tripping. Oh, look at this motherfucker not taking his meds, or Will Smith crying because Jada disrespecting him. He's like, nigga, Will, come on. It's just like, damn, bro, these niggas really hurting on TV.
Big facts.
And then the thing is, but then people complain when men don't open up, But it's like these men is opening up and speaking something because they're hurting, and y'all making fun of it. So it's like,
this is why we don't.
This is exactly why it happens. This is why men don't open up like that.
Facts.
It's one of those scenarios.
Man, this got deep. We got on some topics.
Deep.
It's crazy. Respect it.
It's inspiring though. It's good stuff.
Right, you have to go out there and make some crazy shit.
I know. Now we're gonna make an NFT. No,
Man, don't get me started with NFTs, bro. I think NFTs are cool. I think that's very cool. But I think like the market. Actually, I'm not gonna say this as fact, but I think it's for me to do NFTs. Like I'm not really focused on it right now, because again, like I'm building my space in the real world. You know what I mean? Like I'm still trying to concrete. But I think NFTs are dope. Like I think there's a potential for like a lot of money and a lot of things. But I think the market's borderline. Like I already think it's oversaturated. Like I think it's already like.
Do you think it's a fad that's gonna end up dying out?
Yes and no. Yes, I think that it will be it's a thing now. You know what I mean? Like everybody's on NFTs and then everything's gonna be an NFT. But I think after a while, like the trend will die down. I think it'll be like a staple. You know what I mean? Like like me personally, I'm not concerned about the metaverse too much. I am aware of it, and I keep tabs because I want to know like what the future is bringing. But like, man, get outside and look how beautiful the world is. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I think that shit is about to take over. And honestly, man, I'm kind of nervous because I haven't like tapped into it too much to really learn about it and understand how it even operates and how to maneuver inside of it.
Man,
But I definitely think that's about to take over.
it's
With
starting to sound like the Matrix outside, y'all.
yeah, with the
Y'all better be nice to Siri. I'm trying to tell y'all, I better start being nice to Siri. Don't be calling her out her name and shit. Cause
But with the Staples arena turning into crypto.com and that really being a sponsorship, like that crypto.com is what sponsored the fight, the UFC fight.
facts.
Dang.
I just really think it's finna take over and shit. What's up, dog? This East Gritty.
Just
Don't
walk.
walk that. Don't. Just
I almost walked right into it. I almost walked right into it.
yeah, we almost done, Brody.
Yeah.
But we about to get down too. But yeah, I think
Wait, is that really happening tonight? Is that a thing? You battling Dread tonight?
Yeah.
Are people here for that?
he is.
All right. Cool. I'm with it.
But
Man, yeah,
yeah,
man.
I think it's about to take over, man. I just think it's about to be a whole new world. It's gonna be like what Ready Player One.
Legit.
I do think it is about to take over. Cause like with that thing, I think a lot of things start off as fads, but it's just gonna depend on how many people jump on the wave. And I think a lot of people are gonna jump on this NFT wave, and that's gonna transition into something really big.
Nocturnal Mafia NFTs coming soon. Just wait.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's what's going to turn into something really big, and the whole metaverse thing's going to explode, and it's going to be like the new thing.
Oh yeah,
you know?
that'll be a thing though. For
yeah,
sure.
there's
for
a
sure.
revolution, like a new thing, a revolutionary thing coming for sure soon. You know,
Oh yeah.
because if you think about it, it's like what's next? You know, we got the internet.
Trying to tell you.
We
bro.
had CDs, we
The
had
Matrix.
tapes, we
Well, yeah,
had.
because they're already coming out with like sensory helmets.
Oh yeah, bro. Y'all
What
about to
over
be.
there, bro?
Was it like Sword Art Online and shit? Oh shit, where they go put it in?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they gonna have sensory helmets where like if you in a game and you know you get hit, you can actually.
I'm gonna be an old
feel
school
the
nigga,
pain.
bro. I'm sorry. I may not be too into the games, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I might be still on my PlayStation 4, bro. Be
well, shoot, if they
I
have
mean-
some sensory junk, I might have to try that junk out just to see. Like, I want to see if
You said
we,
what?
if we play. Oh.
Every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, man.
I think that. Yeah. I mean, I've seen it. You know, I'm pretty sure they got it already.
The future
know.
is bright, bro. There's a lot of crazy things coming in this world.
Yeah.
I just pray that it's no like fucking robot overlords and no shit like that. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Y'all better watch the Matrix. You better watch the
I
Matrix.
feel like we're already at that stage because computers pretty much run our life. Everybody in this room right now has a cell phone. If any one of us lost that cell phone, we're gonna be distraught for a while.
Distraught.
You know what I mean? We're gonna be trying to go back to the house, trying to find it. You know what I mean?
On our laptops every day to
Yeah,
try
we-
to substitute.
We're gonna be You got to get on social media and do
Yeah,
something
somehow.
Boy,
You're gonna be stuck. You're gonna feel so empty.
I
So,
have left my phone and have been 5 minutes away from work and been like,
Fuck, I gotta go back. Or somebody gotta bring it right now.
As soon as I get on
You
my
know what I
lunch
mean?
break.
Yes, something's gotta happen.
Yeah.
legit.
But it's like that. It pretty much already took over. Like artificial intelligence pretty much runs our life. You know, pretty much.
Yeah.
We just maneuvering the way and moving around in that shit.
That's why when a whole bunch of people talk about that whole like, oh yeah, mark of the beast, blah 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 stuff, like, oh yeah, they're gonna put a chip in this. I'm like, bro, you got a chip in your hand every day.
Yeah.
That chip
You
is in
already
your
being
hand
tracked.
every day. You carry that junk with
You're already
you
being
everywhere. They know exactly where you at.
Like they can tell you what you did for the last 3 years.
Right. They sending you advertisements based on
where
what
you
you
go.
yeah. So it's like they got tabs on you.
So the metaverse, I think that's about to take over. It's scary though, because with cryptocurrencies, you know, being present and not going
bro.
nowhere.
That shit is wild. Like when you start thinking about like money that's not like
Physical?
that can't be tracked or anything like that. Physical money, yeah, like non-physical money.
Well, I mean,
was
it could
like-
be. It's starting to get tracked now. They're
They're implementing
yeah,
stuff.
they found
Okay,
out how to
good.
do taxes with the
Good.
crypto.
I figured they would have done. They would have got to that point at some point.
Ooh, and the taxes is hitting people too. They didn't know, but it's hitting them.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah. Hope y'all was prepared for that. They getting y'all this year. They
They get
said,
a lot of people that withdrawed on them
Yeah.
on that crypto stuff.
but you can make a lot on NFTs right now. That's definitely a market. Like I keep telling myself, like, man, I need to hop on it because so many people are. Since it's a wave right now, it's like a fad. It's a craze. Everybody's hopping on it. People are going out there and just spending money on NFTs. They don't even know if they're buying half the time. They're just
Yeah.
buying it to buy it.
For the sake
Oh
of
my-
and hoping that
Yeah.
it goes up in
See,
value.
but the
bro.
This
thing
image
is,
is cool. Let me buy it.
It's all these people with
Alright.
you know, it's all these cryptocurrency millionaires. You know, people
Yeah.
that have a bunch of Ethereum and people that have a bunch of Bitcoin. They're like, oh, how much is it? You want 2 Ethereum? Okay, I have what, 5,000.
Yeah.
You know?
See, and then, like, that's the stuff that I'm concerned about with NFTs. You know what I mean? Like, if I were to do it, I have to do something different. Like, you know how people are doing like the faces and they'll all be like the same monkey or whatever, but it's just different feet. Like, I don't know, I'd have to find my way to like make that.
I mean,
look
see,
cool.
but I think those are just like the really popular ones because there's a bunch of different NFTs.
There's some tight NFTs out there
There's so many different NFTs
with
like,
perks.
You know, yeah, that's the thing too.
Yeah.
Like the perks of what
oh
you're
yeah, I
getting.
need to do some research then because I don't really know.
So
too
like,
much.
I think if you would do it, like you would have like, you know,
I want to do some shit like where I do like an NFT and then
like
tie it to like a
did you
launch.
see
You know what I'm
Beast?
saying?
Did you see Beast's NFT?
I heard about it. I was watching. I didn't see too
Like
much.
he
of
has
it, though.
packages. So like the highest package gets you like an anthem made by Bravo. You get a track. You get
Oh shit! Oh,
you
yeah,
know
so got it.
certain
Yeah,
things.
yeah,
You get Beast Camp training, but you have to own this NFT to get that.
Mm.
Yeah.
So that's like the perk of it, and it's levels of it. So
Oh,
like the
yeah.
first level, I think you just get like
Nocturnal Mafia NFTs coming soon.
I think the first one you just get like a Beast Camp training section. The second one you get like the Bravo Damo track and a Beast Camp session, and then the third one you get an anthem.
That's dope.
I told you what to do with those, with your clothing brand, with
I got you
with the characters, yeah,
NFTs,
you know.
and then Nocturnal Mafia NFTs.
I told you, I was like, that's what you could do, and you'll make hella money off of it.
How about the
Yeah.
wolf?
No, with the like, cause he has like this thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah, he don't want me to say it on air because he don't want people to know.
All right, yeah. Nocturnal Mafia NFTs coming soon. Nocturnal Mafia's NFTs coming soon. Nah, I have this idea for like a limited piece. I'm trying to be as vague as possible. Are we good on time? Are we about to?
We're gonna close out in a second.
All
You
right.
can finish what you were saying though.
I have this idea to do like not like a digital version of the shirt, but like an NFT version of like, let's say the logo that I use or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like a specific image that I use.
Yeah.
And in order, just like you were saying with Beast, like now that gives me an idea because I didn't even think about that. But like to buy the NFT, or you buy the NFT and you'll get like the shirt or like some exclusive membership to like an exclusive version of the shirt.
Yeah.
So that way it's like its own thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that way you get the NFT, you get the shirt, and whatever other perks. You know, I need to figure out perks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
You know what I mean? I could
You
I
gotta
could
figure
get
out
that
what
far.
the value of what you
Exactly,
do. Like
exactly.
Beast can say, if you buy my NFT, you're gonna get this training. And they're like, oh damn, that's kind of good. I'm gonna get this one of one clip, or one of 100 clip. I'm gonna have my own serial number. Plus, I'm gonna get a Beast Camp training, or I'm gonna get the track, or I'm
Damn,
gonna
man.
get
So
this.
now you
I'm gonna
got
get
me
an
right.
anthem made now. Now I'm gonna get my special anthem made just for
Yeah.
me, and I'm gonna get the track that
It raises the value of the NFT for
Yeah.
sure.
So
We
you
might
gotta
have to
create
strike.
value around
We're
it.
gonna have to strike my first comments from the
Yeah.
record. I think I said they were overrated or whatever, but maybe I just don't know enough.
Yeah, you definitely said they wasn't gonna last.
Nocturnal Mafia NFTs coming soon.
Like I said, there is a lot of perks to come with it though.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these, there is businesses that don't believe in it, but there is a lot of like good stuff that comes with NFTs.
Yeah.
Like if you know how to pitch it right
Facts.
on what you're doing, like that's why people create the roadmaps and stuff like that on what they want to do.
I'm gonna do some research. I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do it because the way that I see Nocturnal Mafia moving in the next few years, there will be a thing, but I just have to make sure it's like it's official. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
It's crazy because I think what you can incorporate, with the metaverse is like, because in the metaverse you can kind of create like a space,
Right.
and so like in your
right.
space is Nocturnal Mafia, and I know you like you're diverse, you like hip hop, but you also like a little rock and roll too. You can put on these like displays in the metaverse and charge people to come to like your art gallery. That's the crazy part about the metaverse.
Yep, you just said something.
That's
It's
what
happening.
I think. I
worry
think
about
that's one of the main things because
2024.
that falls in with NFTs. Now you have your NFTs in the space. Now they're coming to actually see it
Facts.
in this environment. That's what I think is going to take over.
Man,
a
could you
lot of
imagine a
things.
Nocturnal Mafia like dojo or like some like
Yeah.
just hidden space?
It's like the Van Gogh exhibit at the area
That's
Area
crazy.
15.
It's happening. Nocturnal Mafia 2024 NFTs coming soon. Don't worry about it.
2024 is going to be a crazy year.
2024.
There's going to be a
Yeah.
lot of electrical cars on the road.
Boy. That's
what I
what
gotta
Tesla
get.
truck.
Gotta get me in one.
I
Get
want-
ready.
It's a Chevy Silverado coming out.
They have an electronic Silverado. Hey,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I just want that Cybertruck. I
want the Hummer, to be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
The one that the whole roof come out.
That's
You can
crazy.
lay the whole seat back.
Mm.
That motherfucker
They going crazy with these electric cars, yo.
That motherfucker crazy.
Hey man, Nocturnal Mafia NFTs.
I don't know if you guys
Uh,
seen that Mercedes.
I haven't
I
seen
did
that
see the
F-150.
Mercedes.
Is that real?
Which one with the ball wheels?
The Mercedes,
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
wheels
that's
and
a real-
it
that's a
could
real
drive
car.
They
sideways.
was on the strip like 3 years ago.
That junk look
Yeah,
insane.
yeah.
When I seen how they drove it, it's just
Yeah.
like a.
Yeah,
It don't
like a
even got no
ball.
steering wheel.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was like, man, that's a
That
crazy
motherfucker
car.
go like
yeah,
this. And you can
Yeah.
just.
Yeah,
that is some crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
that,
like
shit was on,
man.
that shit was on the strip in 2019, bro. I
Yeah.
seen the video of it.
technology.
the
It would-
CES festival. I did it. I
Yeah,
did a
the
CES
CES,
once.
yeah,
I worked at
yeah.
CES, and I think I was working the year that was a thing.
Yep, that was
Yeah.
CES for sure.
They said they already know how to camouflage objects.
Bro, they
Like,
did some
right now.
BMW at CES this year that was like
That was
changing
changing colors. Yeah.
Not necessary. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
would
heard about
not
that.
for civilian use. I don't need my car unless you a
Hit
drug
a,
dealer.
hit a drive by, turn that white thing to gray real quick.
I'm telling you, they're gonna have it to where you can put your NFT on your car and display it.
Oh, yeah.
Get your
I mean,
whole
I
car.
feel like you could probably do that now in some kind of way if
Legit.
you know how to modify it right. Because I was driving on the street one day and I heard a Tesla was coming around the corner, but I heard the music from that the car was playing outside of the car.
Oh dang!
The guy was listening. I was like, "What the fuck is that motherfucker playing outside of the car?"
Right.
That shit crazy. So I'm pretty sure there's some kind of way you can have that motherfucker just turning in your fucking window or
So,
something.
Your fucking NFT is just your wallpaper on your car. It's the
Yeah.
whole like it just rotates. That's crazy.
They got it to where people are wearing their
about
NFTs.
Yeah, I seen
You
the
seen
freaking
that?
necklaces and all that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, it's
they
kinda
have like
hard.
the images of their
That's
NFTs
the
on the
future
gold
of
chain.
jewelry, bros. Your jewelry got screens on it. Oh, I'm game. Let's go. I'm with it.
I mean, shoot, that's just like back in the day with the little LED,
Legit. That's
the
next
LED
level.
belts.
Legit. Legit.
It's crazy how things
Yeah.
come full circle.
Right. That's super true.
Because them dog
Facts.
tags have the letters on them too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm putting out Nocturnal Mafia NFTs, and then I'm gonna start doing rap NFTs too. And that's all gonna be a thing. Just wait.
You can definitely do NFTs with music as well. You can do it, bro.
Big
I'm
fact.
telling you.
But
It's a
you can
market.
create a whole campaign with Nocturnal Mafia, dog. Because you
A
have
market.
modeling, you have rapping, you have dancing.
All
You
in
can
Utah.
create a whole image for each one of those things, and it all be like Nocturnal Mafia, like working late at night.
You get the concept. You see? You ain't
Oh,
have to
I know.
explain
You
it.
know, I know.
Yeah. Just wait.
I'm on the wavelength.
A lot to come in. There's so
I'm
so
locked
much
in.
I want to do. There's so much I want to do, and as long as God don't remove me off this earth too early, we gonna get it all done, bro. Like we gonna get it all done. As long as God don't remove me off this earth too soon, bro. Like we gonna be. There's so much that I want to do. There's so much that I have planned, bro. Like
Mhm.
just different launches, different ways that I can take it. Like it's all gonna happen. Just give it time. Like I'm seeing just how much I can, we can go, like in terms of boundaries. And in the short time that I've been doing this, like I've seen my progress. You know what I mean? As well as the brand. So like now that I've seen it, oh, it's limitless, bro. Just wait. Like so much is coming, bro.
Oh, we already know, man.
Yeah.
We already know.
I appreciate
Definitely see it for you.
I've seen the growth in you from, like I said, that day I met you at Perry Street, bruh. Seeing you grow into a dope crumper, now a dope model. I seen you, I heard your music. You're super dope, talented at that.
Appreciate you, man.
I ain't seen you on the court yet. I don't think you're that good, but I'm pretty sure you can. I'm pretty sure you can get better because you have the body for it. You have the frame for it.
I'm not a great basketball player, but I could dribble.
Yeah.
I got a three. I mean, I could dunk. I'm pretty sure I could dunk. If someone threw me a ball, I'm pretty sure I could dunk.
But you're talented in the other stuff. So
Yeah, I'm just saying,
He does
it's
have-
just a growth. I've seen you always jump into something new, and you grew in it. You stuck with it, and you put yourself out there, made
Appreciate
yourself
you, man.
vulnerable, and I'm pretty sure you're learning from all these experiences, man. I'm
Yeah,
proud
man.
of you, bro.
I appreciate y'all, man. For real. Thank you for having me, bro. Like this was dope.
definitely.
Definitely a long time coming. I hope to be back on this show.
Oh, yeah, we'll
more
definitely
than-
have you on
bro.
here.
Next time you back on the show, we're gonna be talking about how your store, grossed over 6 figures in a month and shit like that.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about your NFT line.
Oh God, just
Yeah.
wait. Nocturnal Mafia NFTs. Come see it.
No, but do you got anything you want to say? You want to final
Yeah,
thoughts? You want to
Fuck that. No,
plug?
it's fucking not.
You want to plug yourself? I mean, you guys already heard. Follow me at Nocturnal Mafia Co.
Yeah.
3 times.
At Vaughn Tiger _ at Kill Frankie _ that's my little like personal page, and then at Nocturnal Mafia Co. all one word, NOCTURNALMAFIACO. I think that's right. Yeah.
And
hope you got it right.
www.nocturnalmafiaco.com. Nocturnalmafiaco.com.
yeah, that's what I'm about to ask you. Can they find a website on your IG?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Get on there ASAP because a lot of things are about to come off. It's about to redo everything. So get on there while you can.
Get the clothing while you can, y'all. Get the clothing while you
don't be
can.
surprised when nothing's there. And then there's a lot there because it'll be a lot soon, man. Just wait. Like this next season and stuff, things are gonna be crazy. But yeah, again, man, like y'all are family, bro. Y'all don't understand. Like y'all my older brothers, bro. Y'all done seen me in every emotion and facet, bro, in this dance and shit. So like, it's
Definitely
cool to
appreciate
be
you.
here. You know what I mean? It's cool to see this. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be a part.
We all growing, man. We all trying to go up.
Definitely. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again, Vaughn, for coming. Make sure to follow us at _unbiased_opinions on IG. Click on the link. Follow the YouTube channel. The Twitter. Do you know the Twitter?
I think it's
the
UNB.
Yeah. Opinions.
Opinions.
There you
That's
go.
the Twitter. UNB Opinions.
Yeah, so the UNB Opinions. A little confusing, but that's what it is. Follow that on Twitter because we definitely want to start incorporating Twitter Spaces on here, keeping up with the trends and what's going on. But appreciate you guys for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Music coming soon. Just wait.
Peace.
Peace.
Nocturnal Mafia NFTs coming soon.